Hello, hello. Hi everybody. I think we got audio,
Hey,
right? Yeah, okay. It's been a
yeah,
week
yeah.
since we've done this and I've literally not streamed in that time. And I was like, do I remember how to do this? I hit the
Got it,
record
man.
button, so I'll get off to it.
Cool, cool.
Welcome to episode 20. 20 episodes of
Episode
Clockwork
20,
Cantina.
man. This is crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Last
Wow.
night I was like, wait a minute, are we on 19 or 20? I
We're
was
on
like, yeah,
20.
we're on 20 now, dude. Damn.
Roll
The
on 2.
2-0, man. We made it. Oh yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm Josh 902 and this is my good buddy co-host.
DT3.
Uh,
Hello,
I
everybody.
hope everybody's doing well. I've had a crazy week.
I
Uh,
can imagine.
I've been working like when we get to we'll just go ahead and get into like what I've been doing
Yeah,
this
we'll
past week,
go
and we'll
into it.
start with me
Yeah, yeah.
because mine's the
Yeah,
most
I was gonna say
boring.
you can go. You can go ahead and go first.
Because mine'll be quick, is which all I've done this week is work like nonstop with my new job for like today. I was off Thursday, and I worked yesterday at 6 a.m. to 1, and then I got the weekend off. So, and then I worked every other day. So, I came home and I bought Outer Outer Worlds, and I've been playing that a little bit last
Nice.
night and today this morning because I woke up at 3 a.m. because I passed
Jesus,
out super early because I woke up and had to go to work at 6 a.m.
that's
the day
crazy,
before.
man.
Uh, so that's what I've been doing. I've watched some movies here or there
Oh yeah, what'd you
before work
watch?
because I can't really play games or do anything before work. Usually, I'll throw on a movie or something.
Yeah, what have you been watching?
I watched The Road Warrior for some
Oh
reason. I have no
dang.
idea why. I was like,
Fucking
oh,
Mad Max, dude.
I was just going through Amazon Prime, and I'm like, what's just something I can throw on while I chill out here in bed and get some rest? I'm like, fucking Road Warrior. That movie's so good. Like, God, that's such a watchable. You could just watch it over and over and over again. I don't think I'd ever get sick of it. It's just fucking crazy. Um, what else have I watched? I watched some other stuff, but I can't remember. I'm a little tired, guys. I'm sorry. Um, so Daniel's probably gonna be driving most of the show, so forgive me. Um, I watched the second episode of Arrow. That was pretty good. I'm still not a big fan of the flash forwards at all.
I still haven't seen any of the. I'm the one that's falling behind on CW stuff. I haven't seen any of it, dude.
And well, I mean, only watching Arrow, and just because it's the
Yeah,
last little go round, it's pretty good.
yeah. No, I get you.
Uh, yeah. What you been up to, man? Forget about me. I haven't done all that much.
I've been jealous of everybody who has the Outer Worlds and or out of the Outer Wilds or what is it, the Outer
It's
Worlds?
Outer
It's the Outer
Worlds, I
World.
believe.
Listen, I
But
always get those two
but
confused, man.
listen, before we started,
The Outer Worlds.
the music I had playing was Outer Wilds.
Oh
I did
shit,
that
that's
on
funny.
purpose.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, those two. Why did those two games have to come out the same year, and why did they have to have almost the same exact name?
I don't know. I feel like it was just
Surely,
coincidence, right?
surely they would have like, I don't know, man. I feel it's a little ridiculous. Like I try not to fuck that up, but still somehow,
Nah, dude, I've
I
done
it
it
still
too.
happens, man.
I still have to think about it a good like minute where I'm like, which one is it again? All right, it's that
Yeah,
one.
dude. Like right now, I thought I had the right thing, and it's like, no, you don't.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, no, I've been yeah, everybody's got that game, and then also, dude, not gonna lie, man, Modern Warfare, man, I really want that game now.
It's
Like,
got good reviews I've heard, so
dude, yeah, like I've seen like people, everybody's streaming it right now. That and the Outer Worlds, everybody's streaming, right? So I've been looking at both of those. I need to get those games, man. They
apparently
look
that
pretty
Call of
look
Duty
good.
single player is good. Apparently that campaign's good. So
Yeah, I was watching somebody play it last night, and there was pretty good stuff from what I saw.
I
But
was
yeah,
watching who was it? I was watching Elspeth play. Um and she was running along and she had a grenade launcher out and she crouched down to like fire at somebody, and a
Mhm.
friendly NPC ran in front of her, and she shot and
Oh my
killed it, and
god.
it made the mission end because the
Oh yeah, because you
It
get
was
friendly
so
fire. Yeah,
funny.
collateral damage. Collateral damage.
Oh, it was so funny. Uh,
Uh, yeah. No, yeah, but the one I was watching some mission yesterday where like you like use drones to like blow up somebody or some. It was wild. It was cool
that's
though.
cool. That's cool. Yeah,
But yeah, man, I definitely need to get me that game because and it's also it's also crossplay, so you can play with anybody. So
that's cool.
that's gonna be awesome. I'll need to get that and the Outer Worlds for sure when I get the
You
chance.
know what? None of us need to get
What?
WWE 2K20, cause Jesus
Oh
Christ, that
boy.
game is
Well,
broken.
we'll get into that when we talk about the news, but I've heard some
Yeah.
stuff about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
Uh,
mean, I beat Return to Castle Wolfenstein on stream.
oh shit.
So I beat all the Wolfenstein games that I own. Have been beat. Put them up on YouTube and all that good stuff.
What'd you think of that ending?
Dude, Return to Castle Wolfenstein. That game is hard as hell, dude.
I don't remember it being
That
hard.
game is so hard, man. I mean, I don't know.
I
It's
guess it is
also
hard.
it's also you.
The mission with the tank's hard. I remember that one being hard.
Yeah, because you have to escort the stupid fucking tank, and like if you deviate too much, they blow up the tank,
And you
and
get like 2 pistols or something shit in that.
yeah,
Yeah.
you get two pistols to start off, but yeah, I mean it's like a 2001 game or something, so
I mean, I played that game a lot back
yeah,
then.
I mean it's one of those games that's like obviously it's older
It
and
had
and and, and,
multiplayer
and
back in the
different and
day.
stuff.
Did you know that?
Yeah, I think so, right? Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I think it did. Yeah, I wonder how that worked. That's
It
interesting.
had like class-based multiplayer. Like you picked like
Hmm.
a loadout, and I think you could build stuff. Maybe I can't remember
Yeah,
exactly.
fucking beating Fortnite at its own thing. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. I
Um,
love that game.
yeah, but that was cool. I beat in total. I'm done with my Wolfenstein run. I beat the New Order, which is the first one that I
Hmm.
played. Then the Old Blood, which is like the prequel, right, to that one. But I played that one second, and then I did Return to Castle Wolfenstein, and that's it, man. I until I get the new Colossus at some point, I'll play that one next.
Return, the old school Return is like scarier, right, than the other two. I feel
Oh
like
yeah, dude.
it's
Yeah,
way
yeah, for
scarier in
sure.
the because you deal with some
Absolutely.
fucked up shit.
There's some ridiculous moments in that. Like if for anybody who's listening and wants to watch my like playthrough, there are some moments in there that are so frustrating, man. There's like these acrobatic ass like Nazi women.
Yes.
They will fuck your day
Jeez,
up,
I
man.
forgot about them.
Those bitches are crazy, man.
They're all like strapped out in leather gear and shit
They
too.
are, man. These sexy Nazi women that
Yeah,
are out
there's
to kill your ass,
that
dude.
sexy Nazi lady. It's
That will fuck you up,
it's
man.
so
There
BDSM.
was
It's
at one
crazy.
point where I was in a room and there was like an army of them. You have to kill them all. They're like fucking doing flips and shit while shooting at you. It's like, god
Jeez,
damn,
I
bro.
forgot about them.
That shit is hard, man. I'm telling you. But yeah, anyway, and then you got to deal with stormtroopers and like fucking, and you got to deal with the flamethrower guy. It's a lot of crazy enemies.
It goes super supernatural like too with like
It does,
horror
man. And
aspects
yeah,
in
you
there.
go to like the crypt or whatever, the tombs, and you got to deal with all kinds of. Anyway,
The
I'll
fucking
be.
the end
I
fight's
will
weird.
say this though, that the last fight was easier than I thought it was gonna be.
If you got rocket launchers, it's fucking dumb.
I didn't even know I didn't think that would be the final fight, but then it's like, oh, it is. You beat the game. I was like, oh, okay, well, we did it, everybody.
Shit was weird too.
There was definitely tougher moments for me than that in the game, but
Yeah,
I mean, it was still cool to go back and replay a game like that.
I like
So
that
that
old
was fun.
Wolfenstein. I played. I had when I got it. This is back when you bought, boxes at the store that were like this
Right.
big,
Yeah.
like full size boxes, and it came in a metal one. Like the
Damn.
whole box was metal, and it came with like a Wolfenstein patch that you could like iron on like a shirt
Oh,
or
that's cool.
something.
Yeah, that's
Probably
cool.
still have it somewhere around here.
On a shirt or like on just like
Oh,
what you
just
said,
in
just the
like in the
patch itself.
box. Still, I probably still have the box, and it's in it
Oh, damn, that's awesome, man. That's
somewhere.
cool.
I like that old Wolfenstein game.
Yeah. I mean, it was like I said, it was cool to go back and replay that, even though that shit was fucking annoying and frustrating at times. But
Yeah,
that's just older games back then, man.
I'd love to go back and play
It,
this.
it was quite different going from like the newer games to that one. So yeah, it was interesting.
Did it fit on your monitor and all that stuff? Okay, like,
Yeah, like when I was adding it into OBS, I had to like fit to screen type thing because it wouldn't show up at first. But
yeah, that's
like
fine.
it worked. It worked out.
I was just
It's fine.
curious because it is a bit of it is an older
Yeah,
game.
it's
So
like a yeah, it's an older game, but yeah, it worked out. It was fine.
what else you been up
Um,
to besides
but
Wolfen?
yeah,
I could talk about
so
Wolfenstein for a while.
no, yeah, I beat that, and then I started Alan Wake on stream,
How you liking that?
and I'm really digging that game, dude. Like
Are
it's
you?
one of those like episodic type things. I'm enjoying it,
I
man. Yeah,
played
it's
it. I played it a little bit last year, and I never did go back to finish it, unfortunately.
I played the first 2 episodes, so I'm gonna try to get through. I think there's like 6 total or something. I'm gonna try to, yeah, I'm going through that on stream currently. So far, so good. I'm enjoying it, man. It's a very interesting game that I'm having fun with. Honestly, I was liking it more than I thought I would.
Hmm.
So that's cool. And alpha stuff I've been playing off stream is you know, last week I mentioned how I played like Apex and shit. What's that other game? Oh, Siege that
These.
I played with Juan and Landis.
Yeah,
Well, then this past week I played PUBG with Juan and Landis, another game
yeah.
that I haven't played in so long, and that was cool, man. Because these are games that I haven't played in so long, so it's like you don't know how you're gonna do when you get back into it. But it was actually kind of fun, man. I had fun.
I think
Those games,
I woke up really early from work one day, and I think you guys were still up playing or something. Did you guys stay up late
yeah.
playing one night or something? Because I woke
Uh,
up and like you guys were still up.
I don't know. We might have been, but I don't know what time it was. I think it might have been though. Like I think we might have one time. But yeah, it was cool, man. We're just playing PUBG and stuff, and it's cool to play with those guys. Those are
Yeah,
those
no,
are
I
cool
love those
dudes.
guys. They're great.
And then I got a game since it was on sale,
But
and that is World War Z.
World
Uh,
War Z,
it's fun, dude.
is it?
I know people were like giving a shit or whatever for whatever reasons, but I had fun with that. I have fun with this game, man. It is basically a modern, updated Left 4 Dead. So if you love Left 4 Dead, you're gonna love this game. But the difference being is that it's in third person, and there's swarms, and I mean swarms of fucking zombies. Because if you've seen World War Z and you know about World War Z, there's like a shit ton
Hmm.
of zombies that come at you at
Is
once.
this on Steam or is it Epic only?
Epic Games, it's on sale.
Okay.
I
Curious.
got it for like less than $20. It was like 19.94 or some shit.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, dude, it's fun, man. So like I said, if you love if you like or love Left 4 Dead games, then you're gonna like this game because it's a blast. And it's exactly like for Dead, dude. It's like you got your 4-person squad, and everybody chooses a character.
When
And
did this actually come out?
World War Z, I'm not sure actually. I only got it because it was on sale. I had other friends that were telling me that you should get it so we could like play it or whatever. And honestly, like like I said, I had more fun with this game than I thought I would because again, it came out this year, I think,
Yeah, it came
right?
out April 16th, 2019.
Yeah, I mean, again, and it's already on sale for like less than $20. So I mean,
Cool.
if you guys are into like Left 4 Dead, then you'll enjoy this game. Um, it's fun, dude. I've really been having fun with it. It's really cool stuff. And I was playing it like I streamed it yesterday, and then I like played it off stream like last night as well. It's good stuff, man. I really like it. So if you're into that kind of stuff, then I would definitely recommend World War Z. Yeah, but I haven't really been watching anything, so I really can't say that. I kind of wanted to rewatch like some Halloween movies because we're
Oh, I
gonna
want to, but I haven't really had time.
because of our topic today. But I just it's impossible, dude. I mean,
Like,
it's not impossible, but it's like it's tough, man. Trying to like fit time for everything.
yeah,
But yeah,
if I wasn't getting used to working again, I could.
yeah. But anyway, that's pretty much all I
I
got.
haven't even got to
Just
squeeze in
playing
some streams
games.
like I wanted to
Yeah.
once everything kind of gets.
So that's kind of been our week for the past week. What we've been up to and whatnot.
Yeah. Well, let's head into some news then, shall we?
Let's do it, man.
We'll start off with some gaming news, and boy, there's some out there, and some of it is
Yeah.
some of it is head
Yeah.
scratching actually.
I mean, I have some of it, but I'm sure you'll have the rest of
Yeah,
it
go ahead,
because there's a
buddy.
lot of stuff. So Bethesda is now selling $100 annual subscriptions for exclusive Fallout 76 features.
I have no words.
Um,
I have no words.
damn. Yeah, I don't even know what to say to this because I like the game. You know, it's not perfect. They still need to add a lot more shit to it. Obviously, like they're doing the NPC update and whatnot. But like after all the stuff that has happened with this game, you're gonna go ahead
Mhm.
and put this on top of all that. I don't know, man. I don't know what they're thinking, dude. I really don't know what the hell
The
they're thinking
best
over there.
part of this was after they made this announcement, like a box they gave you as part of this or something, you could put your shit in, deletes all your stuff you put in it because it's bugged.
Oh my
Did you
god.
hear about this?
I didn't. I did not.
Oh my god, it's
That
crazy.
sounds
It's like,
terrible.
oh, or something similar to that. I don't know. I have no words. Bethesda has in the last few years, has royally sank their own reputation like so bad. I'd have no words. Like, it's insane. Who looks at that and thinks, you know what we should do? We should have a subscription. What?
Yeah,
What?
I don't know, man. Again, there's not much I have to say about this because I'm just like really confused.
I'm so like, you need to win some battles, buddy. You're just setting yourself up to lose. God, I have no words.
Yeah, it's like I don't know how much is this. Like you can do like a monthly thing. They're trying to be WoW now or something. I don't
It's
know. I don't
twelve
know what
ninety
it
nine
is,
for a
man.
month. That's You can get like the fucking Xbox Game Pass for cheaper than that. You can get
A Netflix subscription costs $13. A WoW subscription is like what 15 or something.
like 15. It depends on if you buy like it in like a month, in like groups of months.
Like there's like plenty of other things like that are like almost
Yeah,
equivalent to that price, right?
there's so many better things. Like is you yeah, there's so many better things. Thing. I have no idea. It was like,
Yeah,
oh, that's a
again,
good idea.
I don't know. I don't know, man. I really don't know what I don't know what the hell's going on with this game.
And you know
Or
what else also is like
with
weird?
Bethesda.
Um, and this goes back to the Outer Worlds. Is
Uh-huh.
like Bethesda has single-handedly managed to like it really contributes to almost that game's success. Like if you look at it, because
It's a
it's from the original creators of like Fallout, right?
yeah, the Outer Worlds reminds me of like a bunch of different games just melded into one.
Yeah, yeah. The
But
biggest thing for it is
that being
Fallout.
said, Fallout is one of them. Yes.
Yeah, especially since they had some of the old devs working on it, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like I feel like Bethesda has like it's weird because like the last couple of years, like they've fucked that up so completely over there with their Fallout stuff, and then Outer Worlds comes along. Like you couldn't have planned it any better, right? Like
Mhm.
for Outer Worlds to be a success, it's almost laughable.
I mean, it's a shame because I want Bethesda to do good, but it's like,
Yeah.
man, they're I don't know, they're doing some questionable stuff over there right now.
Well, they're definitely screwing up Fallout. It feels like a
Yeah.
membership. Like, come on.
I don't know, man. I don't know. But anyway, that's
That's a
the Fallout
thing. Go
news.
inform yourselves on that one, guys, because
Yeah, just go look into that
that's
because
a head scratcher for me, man.
there's more to it than that, obviously. But just I don't get it either.
It doesn't
It's
even it
just
don't look good at a glance for sure, and I'm sure it looks even uglier if you look at it up close.
yeah, I don't know why that decision was made, but hey,
It's crazy.
hey. In other disappointing gaming news, Ubisoft is delaying a bunch of games because the new Ghost Recon game has like
Floundered.
been a disappointment. Yeah.
Dad.
Which that game looked pretty good though. It
It
looked
was
good. I don't know what like I don't know if there's like microtransactions that I don't remember or like
there's some
some other stuff.
microtransactions in it, but I also think that for when we
What
played, even though it was in the beta, we just ran out of stuff to do.
That's true.
And I
Yeah,
don't know
it
if
was
that's
kind of
also an
like.
issue in the main game.
Also, my biggest issue with that game was like if you tried to go somewhere new, the drone there's like a drone swarm that would come and attack you,
Yeah.
so you couldn't explore everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think
Which to me is very limiting and like like again you're stuck in the same area, so you're doing the same shit, until you like get to a high enough level or whatever.
Ubi just kind of overplayed their hand a little bit on here. They need to, you know what they need? They need to Assassin's Creed it. They need to give it a year or two
A
off and
year,
quit doing it, and then just like come back strong with it. I think
yeah,
they fucked up doing Wildlands, and then it felt like they did this like right after. Like even Wildlands had issues, and then like yeah,
yeah. It does feel like
they
this.
should have gave it more time.
When did Wildlands come out? Like a year ago? Do these come out like every year?
Pretty
They do,
close
right?
to it. Pretty close to it. When did
Yeah,
Wildlands come
I,
out?
I I think you're right. I think they need to just give it a break for a minute.
2017 was Wildlands. So
Let it sit.
yeah,
You gotta let it sit. I generally am not a fan of games coming out every year because that's not. There's nothing that I mean. You definitely lose a little bit there when you just pump out a fucking game
yeah.
with
I think if they'd
the
let
same
it rest
franchise every
like
year.
Assassin's Creed, it would have been okay. Give it more time.
Yeah,
They didn't. They rushed it out, and this is the consequences for doing that.
yeah. But they delayed Watch Dogs Legion,
Yep.
Rainbow Six Quarantine, Gods and Monsters from their initial early 2020 windows until the next fiscal year, which runs from spring 2020 till spring 2021.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So yeah, according to their press release, the changes are to allow additional development time. The
Well,
same release also states that there's been a sharp downward revision in the revenues expected from Ghost Recon Breakpoint, and to a lesser extent, the Division 2, because both of those games came out this year,
I'll
right?
be honest with you. I could see that Rainbow Six thing just being canceled.
I could too.
I
I'll be
think.
honest, I don't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, I remember them talking about it at E3, and we were
I
all
don't
like
even I don't
confused.
even remember that.
Yeah, it was weird. They didn't spend a whole lot of time on it. I could see it getting canceled. Eventually, I don't necessarily want it to be because I don't want people to be out of jobs. But like
Right.
what they
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
showed didn't wow. I don't think, and it's just like eh. The other
Yeah, like
two, the other two, I think give them time to cook and they'll probably be okay.
yeah, I mean, the other two look super interesting to me. Like Watch Dogs Legion, who doesn't want to have an army he's on side,
Yeah.
fucking shit up, right? I mean, obviously that game looks super fun. And then Gods and Monsters, we didn't know a whole lot about that,
All we
but
got
I'm
was
intrigued about that. That
that
game
one
looks
little
cool,
trailer.
man.
It looked interesting
Yeah,
what they
it's
showed.
like the yeah, it's like that last thing they showed at their conference. It
It
looked it
felt
looked good. Look,
it felt Zelda-y.
yeah, it felt like Zelda. It felt like a game you'd see on the Nintendo Switch, which I think it is going to be on the Switch, but obviously it's going to be on more stuff too. But
There's a market for it.
yeah, I mean what they showed was enough to get me like intrigued. So I'm as Palpatine said to Anakin, I shall watch we shall watch your career with great interest or
Yeah,
whatever, right?
yeah, I'm definitely interested. I want to see it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, definitely check that game out. But yeah, so some Ubisoft stuff underperforming and getting delayed and stuff. So
But they're gonna come out. They got some shit lined up for next year though. Beyond Good and Evil 2.
all
Um,
right, yeah, 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 yeah.
that's a big one, and that's got to be next
Whenever the
year.
hell Skull and Bones comes out
We'll
as
see.
well,
We'll see if it
we'll
even
see.
sees the light of day.
I know, right? We'll see. Yeah.
They got
Although
Bethesda, Ubi's a
I
weird
think Ubi
company.
I think Ubi sent me like a questionnaire for that game. Though honestly, I
Oh,
think on my email. So we'll see. Um, what else we got here? Oh, fucking uh, Conan O'Brien is in Death Stranding, dude. Did you see
I
this?
saw
Oh
this.
my god, is Kojima just putting all his friends into this game?
Is he friends with
Like
Conan? I don't know. He was even friends with Conan. So
he's like he's like Oprah. You get a cameo. You get a cameo. Everybody gets a cameo. So I'm reading an article from Polygon. And this is the title.
okay,
Conan O'Brien is in Death Stranding. Helps Norman Reedus swim like an otter.
yeah, that's what I read.
Uh, um, yeah, I don't. You'll get the sea otter suit when you get connected with him. This is
Oh
from the Kojima
God.
tweet. With this suit, you'll be able to swim easily in the river. You won't be drifted away. BB would be happy as well. Who the fuck is BB?
Uh, the
Uh,
the 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 baby BB.
oh,
The
is the
what is it?
baby.
They're called
Gotcha.
God damn it, they're called something. That's why they're called BB.
I don't know,
I don't remember. That game's gonna be
dude.
weird.
This game is just what the fuck is this game,
I
man?
don't know. I look forward to
I
watching
still
somebody
don't know what
playing
the
it.
fuck this game is.
I'm gonna look forward to watching some streamers
I mean,
play it.
listen, I'll watch somebody play it just for the fucking memes and like, cause I don't know what the hell this is, but yeah, I don't think I'll be playing it. That's for sure. What a weird fucking game, dude. I mean,
So weird.
Kojima, what a weird guy, man. Like Conan O'Brien's character is the wandering MC for some reason, but anyway, I'm not gonna pretend to know what the hell he's talking about. But yeah, it's just something that like happened within the last week. That yeah, Conan O'Brien is gonna be in the fucking game. So okay, I mean, listen,
Right,
he's
right on, man.
him and Jeff Keighley, right? Fucking who else is in this game? Is there anybody else that we know that has a cameo in there?
Who knows with Kojima, man?
Yeah, he'll probably reveal another one next week or something. I don't
There's a
know.
very thin line between genius and madness, and I feel like Kojima fucking
He's
walks
on
it,
that line,
like,
right? Yeah.
seriously.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, Conan's in the game as the Otter Man or whatever the fuck you want to call him. Moving on, some big news in the streaming world. Fucking Shroud has joined Mixer, dude.
Yeah,
You hear about this?
I did.
So Mixer is snatched up another Twitch, one of the big shot fucking Twitch
I
streamers.
wonder what they paid him.
I wonder too because they're just at this point it's like who are they going to get next? Because like if you think about it, who's Twitch's like top streamer now? It used to be Ninja.
I have no idea who's Tippy Top.
Tippy top Dr. Disrespect or what?
The Doc could be next. I wouldn't be surprised.
Because like I don't who else, man. Like
But here's the thing, right? Which is why I like that they're competing with each other. Is like room for somebody else now at the top. Somebody else
it
to
is.
rise up.
Yeah. No, I mean obviously
Cool.
it's like what always gets said about the WWE and like AEW and all that other shit. Like competition is good.
Damn
You
right.
know, competition is good. So it's it definitely makes things interesting and like it's gonna elevate other people on the Twitch side of things because all the established names or some of the established names are heading over to Mixer. So we'll see, man. It'll be interesting.
I would love to
It'll be
know what
interesting to
they
see what
paid him
happens.
though, just out of curiosity.
Yeah, right. Do we ever know how much Ninja got paid, or
I don't know.
is
I
that just
think I think a lot of
like
it too is like I think Twitch's partner contracts are more restrictive on how you market yourself and stuff and your image and shit like that. And I think
mm,
Mixer isn't. So not only when you get paid a big chunk to go over to Mixer, and the contract's also more
you got
open
more
how you
freedom?
market yourself outside of
Yeah,
out of it, so you make more money that way as well. So
yeah,
I don't know. I don't know. I'm curious.
yeah. I don't know. I mean, yeah. I mean, good for him though, dude.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild.
Yes.
Um, my thing with mixers is it just looks weird to me, man. Like
I know. I'm really used to Twitch.
it looks so weird to me, dude. Like every time I try to go on Mixer and try to watch something, I'm just like, this looks so weird, man. But yeah. Anyway, another guy going to Mixer,
Mm.
and just because I only have one more thing, and this is just as a like, this is actually a really like, I just threw this in there because I thought it was hilarious. Uh, this is a report. Jimi Hendrix on acid was unbeatable at the board game Risk.
Yeah, I heard about this.
Like what? Like how does this even like who said this? Like what?
How, I'm curious to how it's even possible.
Jim, and if you guys are wondering, yes, Jimi Hendrix. I repeat, Jimi Hendrix on acid was unbeatable at Risk. Like that's a hell of a title, man. Jimi Hendrix playing board games while he's on acid, fucking wrecking everybody at Risk, man. That's hilarious.
Like getting hit with a shot of adrenaline, like before you go into
I
a
just
fight.
I just wanted to bring this up because I thought this shit was fucking funny,
It's
dude. Like
weird. Like it just
just picturing
uh,
Jimi Hendrix like wow, incredible, man. Anyway, that's all I got, man. I'm sure you have more that I
Yeah,
missed.
I want to talk about how shitty WWE 2K20 is.
Go for it. Let's
Cause
get
I
into it.
got me a list right here.
Which, by the way, before you start,
Yeah, go
like
ahead. Cause
it's
this is
not
gonna take a hot
the
second.
only 2K WWE isn't the only 2K game I heard shit about. The NBA 2K I also hear shit about.
Hmm.
So something at 2K with these sports games is not
Well,
working.
they're trying to rush them out too quick. I think's the problem.
Go for it.
So first of all, I can testify to this that 2K20 looks so bad compared to the oh, we're dropping frames once.
Like looks wise,
Yeah, like graphics wise, it looks
uh-huh.
fucking terrible.
I had heard
Uh,
about that. People were like, this looks like a fucking PS
there
something
there
game. Like,
are old PS2 games that look better than it. The graphics are
oh my
so
god. Why are they
bad.
so bad?
Why are we dropping frames too? Um, I don't know. I have no clue.
Hmm.
Um, but here's a big list of everything that's being terrible. Uh, every online game begins with maybe a minute of lag, and the game is almost a slideshow of like 5 frames a second. Um, in online tag matches, you get matched with one of your opponents as your partner instead of whoever was shown on your team in the online lobby. Teams in the lobby are decided by the order you join, so player 1 and player 2 versus player 3 and player 4. But in the actual match, it's player 1 and player 3 versus player 2 and player 4.
All right, that already lost me. I'm like, what?
Yep, weird. There's now a countdown once the multiplayer lobby is filled, and you only have a limited time to pick your character, and it isn't very long, so you have to basically decide before joining
What?
who you want to play.
Uh-huh. Which like how do you like what if you want to I don't know. Okay, anyway. Go ahead.
I have no idea. There are claims that the game's day one patch wasn't out yet, despite the game being released for around 6 hours as of this writing. It's probably out by now. This is an article.
Mhm.
They removed the following features from online entrances. It skips right to the match. My career arenas, user created arenas, the ability to edit match rules, custom matches. Um, various match modes aren't in the game anymore.
Damn.
Other features have been removed, like you can no longer tag partners in single player tag matches. What? That makes no sense.
uh weird.
um, the game can crash if you try to import custom attires. Entrance music can play for the entire match
Why?
because but it's a feature. You know, it's a feature,
Oh,
man.
okay. All right.
Um, the prompt to get tagged in the tag match can appear when you're next to your opponent in their corner. The music is incorrectly labeled. You can upload images for stuff like custom logos, but you can't actually download them in the game.
What?
If you taunt the referee while it's supposed to be counting a pin, the ref will freeze and stop counting.
What the fuck?
I still
This
got
game
like
is
a.
broken,
It's
dude.
broken as fuck. Any changes you make to existing wrestlers doesn't get shown in the game. So changing a wrestler's hair color, for example, won't change it in the game.
I don't, uh,
Button prompts no longer appear properly. Uh, you can get multiple versions of the same wrestler showing up. The game doesn't think you own DLC characters when you try and download community creations for that character.
Jeez.
Graphics aren't impressive, with some of the wrestlers looking much worse than previous year's versions, and also they don't even resemble the wrestlers at all in some of them. Like, here's an example. Here, I'm gonna throw it in the chat. There's John
Okay.
Cena. 2K19 on top, 2K20 on the bottom. Jesus Christ.
Dude, what is up with that what the hell, man?
Uh,
What is going on,
there's
man?
some gifs and stuff that also show examples of just the terribleness of it. It's like real bad.
That's
Uh,
crazy, dude. That is actually crazy.
the graphics are so bad. There's so much worse. Um,
That's wild.
Jesus. Uh, let's see. There's stories of players being stuck in the same match with no way to progress. The worst I've heard is one person being stuck in there for 4.5 hours.
What? Why would you stay in there for that long?
I don't know. If you add a logo on a my player character for my career mode, the game won't load. There are reports of weapons using the wrong audio effects when they're swung and hit.
Oh my god.
Targeting issues from the series haven't been resolved and continue to make any multi-person match frustrating to play. Create a belt isn't in the game at launch, but will be patched in later. The newish 24/7 title isn't in the game, and instead the game has the hardcore title, the old version of the title. You can't load trophies on the PS4. And
Dude.
it's horribly, physics-wise, it's horribly broken. There's tons of examples out there of, I think somebody tries to power bomb Ronda Rousey into the steel steps at one point.
Yeah.
The steel steps sink down into the mat and disappear. Ronda Rousey rolls outside the ring. The game glitches out, and everybody like crouch walks. And like the ropes start jumping, and like the Ronda, God, I wish I could find it really quick and show you. It is the funniest fucking shit you will ever see. Go look it up if you can find it. It's, in other words, long story short, if there's still time, do not fucking buy this piece of shit
I was gonna
ever.
say, why would anybody buy this game
If
then,
you want a
dude?
wrestling game, go buy 2K19. At least it looked
Oh my
okay.
god.
And you can get it cheap. 2K20 is garbage. Hot garbage. Okay, garbage. Trash it.
That is. I don't know why anybody would buy this game, dude.
It's so. I know I just spent like so long ripping into that game, but fuck me, it's so bad. Uh, yeah. Moving moving on from that. Uh, have you ever heard of the discount retailer called Five Below?
Yes.
All right,
I yeah, I have one over here
so
that I
they're
check
gonna
out
open
often.
they're gonna open a esports they're gonna open esports gaming centers in stores with high-end gaming PC and affordable pay-as-you-go
Ooh.
rates.
Ooh.
It feels very weird, but cool. Let's read what the actual article says.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I have a Five Below like over here
We have them
that I
over here
check
too.
out.
They're cool. They got some cool
Yeah,
shit in there
man.
for
That's
cheap.
dude. They have some really cool shit, man. Hell yeah, dude. I definitely have spotted some neat shit at that store. Yeah, it's awesome.
Let's read this here. This is from the Enquirer. Trendy Philadelphia retailer Five Below expects to have a new attraction in some of its stores by this time next year. Esports gaming centers. And the esports pilot will begin small, several stores in 2020, but with the potential for Five Below to expand the number if the concept is popular. To do it, Five Below is partnering with Nerd Street Gamers, the Philadelphia-based developer of training and competition facilities for esports. Five Below CEO Joel Anderson said Thursday that there are about 100 Five Below stores with excess space for the 3,000 square foot centers with 30 to 50 personal computers for video gaming. A traditional Five Below store has 8,500 square feet. The chain with 750 stores and $1.6 billion in revenue in 2018 targets teen and tween shoppers and even younger ones.
Oh, teen and tween, huh?
That's also for me apparently because I like to go in.
I mean, I go to Five Below, man. That store is cool, man. If
A
you
lot
guys
of
haven't been, if you have one
this,
near you, check it out, dude. You
yeah,
can
they
find
got
some
some cool
cool
stuff
stuff.
in there. You can buy some. They got cool gaming stuff, like you can get some cool gaming mouses and stuff in there for cheap.
Yeah. And they have like like chargers for like your whatever. They have just check it out. They have a lot of stuff in there.
But yeah, a lot of this is just businessy talk. And they'll charge pay-as-you-go rates to play video games that could range from $1.50 to $5 an hour. Sell drinks and snacks and that kind of stuff.
Nice.
It's kind of like internet cafes I think they have in places, you know.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool though. Esports growing.
Yeah, man. That's
Uh,
pretty cool. Do we know when that's supposed to be happening?
Supposedly they're gonna start small next year, so 2020.
Okay. All right.
So like probably we probably won't see them in like 2021 for like us if they spread out and it's successful. It's like they're just dipping their toe in it to begin with. Um,
Yeah, I get you.
the I haven't actually read this about this, but I've heard about it, which is like Electronic Arts is like confirming or supposedly that they're coming back to Steam. It's a rumor.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if Origin's dying or if they're just gonna start selling shit on Steam again. Holy shit, our internet just dropped really bad. I don't know why. What is going on? I should restart. I'm gonna restart super quick, guys. I'm just gonna hit stop and restart. Stop and start. It's always when we're doing Cantina. I don't know why.
I don't know.
Maybe I should unhook everybody else from the.
Like while I'm doing the podcast, nobody uses it.
Nobody used the internet. Oh, that's great. It didn't restart immediately. At least the MP3 will be normal. Hi, MP3 listeners. We're currently trying to figure out Twitch right now. Just a minute. And YouTube. All this will be
No.
up on YouTube anyway, which is why we record.
Yep. Figuring things out.
Do do do. OBS is broken completely. What the shit is going on right now?
Yes.
Start, please. Okay, we should be back now. As soon as it loads. Oh, internet's immediately crashing again.
Man.
And how come? Here's the weird thing. While we're talking about this, since it's happening, when I play a game, this doesn't happen. But when we do Cantina, it happens every time, and I have no fucking clue why.
I don't know, dude.
We're just gonna carry on. Fuck it. We're back. Hi guys. Sorry. OBS was
Hello.
wonky. Um,
Technical difficulty.
it happens. Um,
We're back.
I might up my internet speed. Maybe Discord's
So
making it happen. Um,
where were we?
we were looking at gaming news. Outer Worlds are getting great reviews.
It sure is. They sure are. I've heard nothing but good things about it. I've seen a little bit of it. It's really
Wow, it's getting stupid good score. 90s out of hundreds, 4 out of 5s.
Yeah. I mean, listen, it seems from what I've seen like it's definitely a very, very, very fun game.
Yeah.
Like I mentioned earlier, they're like to me it seems like they're combining a bunch of different like games into one. It just reminds you of like if you had like combined Fallout, Borderlands, like Mass Effect, all these kinds of games into like one. You'd have fucking the Outer Worlds, and it looks cool, man. I definitely want to get it at some point, and I didn't even know at first that you could like create your own character, but you can, which is pretty dope. I was looking at Reddit. Somebody made Paul Rudd in the game as their character. I was like,
Yeah.
that's pretty neat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the character customization's pretty dope actually.
yeah, that's pretty awesome, man.
Mess with it. But yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it's so the Outer Worlds looks awesome. I definitely something I need to get. That and Modern Warfare are two games that I want to get at some point. Hopefully sooner rather than later. Yeah, they just came out, so I'm gonna wait a little bit, but definitely two of the things that are on my radar for sure.
Yeah.
Has there been like anything else that people are saying about the Outer Worlds?
I haven't had time to look really.
Mm-hmm.
Not too much. I played. I played a bit. Played a lot this morning.
What do you think about it? Yeah, since you have it.
I like it, but I'm not very far in the game.
Uh
You get a ship at one point, and you got to do like this entire first world to unlock a way to like the ship won't take off.
yeah.
So I did all that. I'm trying to do all the side stuff as I go. Voice acting's great. The game runs really well. It looks really well. It looks really good. The voice acting's great.
Yeah.
I'm having a good time with it. Yeah.
Cool. It's
Cool.
awesome, man. Yeah, like I said, definitely seems like something that's up my alley. Looks fun. Seems like it's a really. Oh, speaking of this game, I was watching that they were doing one of those like Twitch plays things where the chat controls what happens in the game.
Yeah.
Fucking savage ass chat killed an NPC, dude. Like the first
Oh.
NPC they encountered or something. I was like, man, you guys are
Oh my
fucking.
god.
That's
I
messed up, dude.
I was playing and I was in a conversation this morning, and I had a video going over on my other monitor.
Yeah.
And I had my mouse over there, and I was in a conversation. I left the conversation over here, and I moved my mouse over here to change something on the YouTube video I was watching. And I clicked, and I immediately blew somebody's head off that was standing in front of my character. And I went,
Damn.
whoopsie. And
He won't be back for Rush Hour 3.
I reloaded the save because I didn't want to kill that person. They were a person. They were an important person, and I killed them. And I was like,
Damn, so you
fuck.
reloaded. You had to reload a save then.
No, you don't have to. You could keep. I could have kept going. That's the
Oh,
thing.
really?
Like that's the thing. You can. I think you can kill almost anybody in the game.
Oh, really?
I think so.
It just changes along. It just changes your
Yeah.
story or whatever.
It even has like in the quest log, it has a place for quests that's called like it has active main story side quest, and then at the bottom it has one that's called botched. I
Uh huh.
assume that's if you fuck up and kill like whoever somebody gives you a quest and you kill like the
Yeah.
quest giver and it probably goes there.
Uh, that's actually pretty neat, man. I like that.
They have like a supernova difficulty. Have you heard about this difficulty?
I have. Yeah, I think Ko was playing it or something,
Yeah,
right?
Ko's playing. Like you have to actually sleep, eat, drink. Your
See,
companions can
that's
permanently die. Like it's crazy.
see it. The idea of that sounds cool, but I don't think I'd have fun playing that, man. You
No,
know what I
no.
mean?
For me, that'd be too
Like it
stressful.
sounds cool, but yeah, I want to play a game, man. I want to have fun, dude. I'm not gonna like. I don't want it to be like that crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Um.
yeah, I did see Ko's like video on YouTube or something.
Yeah.
Supernova mode.
Yeah.
What is that? But I didn't look into it. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
shit. Now that I know what it is, I mean,
I'm having a good time
I
with it.
I would actually be interested to watch somebody play that game that way. But I'm not gonna.
I'll probably watch Ko play it that way when I have
Yeah,
time.
right.
When I'm at work at 6 in the morning and work's not open yet, I'll just have it open and be watching it while I do my job.
Yeah,
But yeah, it looks good. If you can get your hands on it, you should
for
definitely give
sure.
it a go.
It's on the Xbox Game Pass right now too. By the way,
Yeah, so if you got Xbox Game
if
Pass, which
anybody's wondering,
by the way, I think you can get Game Pass for free for a month.
it's I think you can sign up for like $1.
They were having a thing yesterday where you could get it for free using the Alienware Arena.
Oh,
So you sign up for an account. I don't know how it works. I don't know if it's still even working.
I don't know.
Um, So what this says is do your dollar first and then sign up for the Game Pass through the arena. Because if you don't, if you do the free thing first, you won't be eligible for the
The
dollar.
dollar.
So
Yeah,
so yeah, give it a go if that's something you're interested in.
check it out.
Even if you only play that Outer Worlds for like a month, it's worth $1.
Yeah,
Plus they have some other stuff on there that's pretty
yeah, they got all kinds of stuff, which I think you can look it up. But yeah, definitely check that out, guys.
cool. Yeah. I have
Um,
no idea what's going on with right now.
what else you got? Gaming news.
They delayed The Last of Us Part 2. I don't know if we talked about that.
We talked about that. Oh, I was supposed to talk about it, but I forgot. Okay, yeah,
It's cool.
you can bring
You'll
it up.
go. You can do it. Got it written down. Go for it.
No, I was just I think it was Neil Neil Druckmann, I think the main Naughty Dog, put up a post on the PlayStation blog, talking about how they're delaying the game from February till May 29th, 2020. They just like, yo, the game is not gonna be up to our quality standard of Naughty Dog that everybody's used to. So we're gonna take a little bit more time and we're gonna reduce the stress on the team to finish the game and stuff at at a time when we have more time essentially.
Yeah.
Which good. This is good. This is a good thing.
Hang on 1 second, Daniel. All right, I'm gonna make an executive decision here. The internet is being really, really fucking bad right now. Like so bad that Twitch is not even watchable. So I think what I want to do is just stop the stream, and we'll just keep recording this and put it on YouTube.
That's fine.
Are you cool with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's just like, man, you can't even watch it right
If
now.
Twitch is not working, then it's not working.
I've dropped 10,000 frames. It's like crazy.
It's cool. It's
Half
cool. It's
you
fine.
can't even see what's happening. So if you're in the Twitch chat, I apologize. We'll get this up on YouTube like as quick as we can. We'll
And
just
it'll
carry
also
on
be
like
up on
usual.
the MP3 as well. So
Yeah, apologies guys. I'm sorry. Yeah. All right, let's keep going. Um,
so yeah, like I said, I think this is a good thing. I think for the game and for everybody who's working on the game,
there's
the
been
entire Naughty Dog team.
there's been like quite a few gaming delays here last couple days. Right? The last you got The Last of Us. We got
The Last of
all
Us,
that Ubi
the
stuff.
Ubisoft stuff,
Wasn't there something else?
I feel like there is. What is it? I feel like there was. There was the Doom Eternal thing
Doom.
that
That was
happened.
it.
Yeah,
I
it
think.
got pushed the same day as Animal Crossing. So that's interesting. You're getting your Animal Crossing and your Doom on the same day. There's two different audiences right there. Um, and yeah, I mean, listen, I again, to me, delays are not a bad thing unless the game never comes out.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I think like if you're giving your team time, if you're giving yourself more time to get this thing the way you want it to be, then that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to rush your team and have everybody be stressed out, to make a certain timeline or meet a hard set a hard date for when this is going to be coming out, right? So
Yeah. Crunch. Nobody wants to do the crunch
yeah,
anymore.
no, fuck that, dude. Definitely, like everybody's gonna buy this game regardless. So like, take all the time you need, right?
Yep.
That's how I feel about it. Like, you guys have nothing to worry about. Everybody's gonna buy this fucking.
Damn right. Let's see. Dying Light and Left 4 Dead 2 are having a collaboration. Did you see this?
I didn't.
So, I think what it is like, so on Steam right now, or at least as of a few days ago, you could buy Dying Light 2 and Left 4 Dead, and if you put them together, it was like $15.
Mm.
I think some of the weapons from Left 4 Dead 2 are gonna be available in Dying Light. Like
Oh, interesting.
this is the first Dying Light, not the second one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
See if I can find the actual details of this. Because when
Well, the
they
second one
posted
isn't
it,
even out yet, right?
yeah, exactly. It's like cosmetic items from Left 4 Dead 2 for Dying Light.
The thing that makes this interesting to me is that Left 4 Dead is a really old game, and
Yep.
Dying Light is not. Dying Light is like, I don't know. It's not like a new game, obviously, but it's like,
It's not as old as Left 4
it's not
Dead.
that old. It's not as old as Left 4 Dead, so this is interesting that they're doing like a crossover.
I do find that. I also find it interesting. But yeah, you can like buy them both
It's
super
cool
cheap.
though. It is really
Yeah,
cool.
it's cool. You can buy them both super cheap. Um,
I already have Left 4 Dead, but I never got that.
I never did either. And what's funny like, right now is it's cheaper for me to buy Left 4 Dead 2 again with Dying Light than it is just to
Then it
buy
is to
Dying
buy
Light.
Dying Light. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've had that happen sometimes.
Uh,
Damn, like, it's cheaper if you just buy the damn. Yeah, it's funny. It's funny how that works.
yeah. Then on The Sims 4 is having their 500th expansion pack.
Oh yeah, I
Coming.
heard about that.
University, which they've done before in one of their old.
Yeah, I did hear about this.
And then I'm just gonna scroll. I think that's like the last thing I have. But I'm gonna just do it really quick.
That's
Just
cool.
anything. There was some Ghost of Tsushima stuff. Did you see this? There's one little thing,
No, but
which was from
what is
Jason
it?
Schreier on Twitter. Said Ghost of Tsushima doesn't have a public release date yet, but it'll also be bumped later into 2020 to account for this delay. I assume they're talking about The Last of Us. Yeah, because they don't want to. I don't think Ghost of Tsushima doesn't want to compete with Last of Us 2.
Yeah, that's understandable.
So
Although this is gonna be somebody's gonna look at watch this or listen to this and be like, what? But I'm more excited about Ghost of Tsushima than I am Last of Us 2. Personally. I like Last of Us, but that's
yeah.
it's fine. To me, it's not like the perfect game that everybody makes it out to be. It's fine.
Yeah. One of the
It's
things
cool. I like it.
that Schreier also says, he's like, it says, by the way, Ghost of Tsushima doesn't have a public release date yet, but it'll also be bumped later to 2020 for account for this play. Don't expect them to suddenly turn it into a PS5 game or anything, but it was
Yeah.
originally planned for the first half of the year, not anymore. So.
Well, that's the bummer for me because I really want.
Yeah, I know.
That's like probably the main PS4 game that I'm looking forward to.
But maybe that extra time will let them add some more cool shit into it. So.
Yeah, I mean, again, yeah, that's
I really want to play it
that's a good
too.
thing. That game just looks super
It
fucking
looks
cool
so
to me, man.
cool.
I cannot wait for that game. Cannot wait.
There's a leak of a possible Diablo 4, by the way.
Oh boy.
You know how I'm pissed at Blizzard right now. I'm not really talking about them, but there's a leak. Maybe Diablo 4. Who gives a fuck? Go play Path of Exile instead. It's free. Let's see. That's the last thing I have to say.
All right.
Oh, Medieval came out and it's got reviews.
Yeah, I that's another game that I want to get, and I heard that it has like a classic PS1 version. It's like a secret or whatever you can
Oh, that's
unlock.
cool.
Yeah, which is really cool, dude. I think that's awesome.
Oh, the
but
fucking. Sorry, I had something else. Are you still on Medieval?
No, I was just gonna say that's a game that I want to get as well. I know it's one of those like classic PS1 games that I remember playing back in the day, and yeah, I want to get it at some point as well too.
Two things. The CNC remaster had an update, and they have their first gameplay teasers out there. Not gonna spend too long on that. I'm glad that's happening. Next thing though is that the Star Wars: The Old Republic, they had an expansion launch. Onslaught came out. They have a video.
I didn't even know this. Damn.
Yes. They got a trailer here.
I heard it was supposed to come out, but I just didn't know when.
Have it played.
But I guess now it's out, huh?
It's out now. New story stuff. New playable race.
Cool.
You can be Kit Fisto now. His race. I can't think of what they're called
The
now.
Nautilons.
That's it.
Yeah.
The Nautilons.
That's pretty dope.
And then a whole new story and stuff. I haven't played it. I was gonna get it, and I just haven't had time.
I
still love to go back and play.
I still have my stream run of the Imperial Agent, which I haven't finished. I took a break this month for Halloween.
I mean, there's a lot of content in this game now. Like,
yeah, I'll get back to it.
It's good
this month.
Yeah, as long as you don't forget what's happening.
Yeah.
like I do in my horrible memory. But yeah, they had an expansion drop. They got a trailer. It looks cool. Check it out if you're interested in it. And that's all I have for the gaming news.
All right, well, then we can move on to TV show news, huh?
Yeah, hit me. What you got?
The Lord of the Rings Amazon series has cast its main villain.
Oh yes.
Joseph Maul, which is I think that's how you pronounce that name. If not, I apologize. But he was Benjen from Game of Thrones.
Boy Benjen, yeah.
So Benjen is gonna be the main villain of
When I saw the news for this, they had a picture of him without like a beard and stuff, and he looks it
Yeah.
does like I'm like, who's that guy? And then I was like, oh, he's fucking Benjen.
Yeah, it's Benjen. Yeah.
Uh,
So yeah, he's the main villain of Lord of the Rings show, which is gonna be interesting, man. He's gonna be cool. I
so is it a? I guess he's a human villain. I don't know
I
shit
don't
about
know.
this
I don't
show.
know. There's all I know is that it's in the Second Age,
Yeah,
and that's in it's Lord of the Rings, and I love Lord of the Rings. I'm very optimistic and hopeful for this show.
I really liked him as Benjen. I thought Benjen was never like you don't see him much,
Mhm.
but when he's in there, he's pretty cool. He's got a
Yeah,
good
yeah,
look
yeah,
to
for
him.
sure, man.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, I wonder just how his character is gonna look
Same.
in the show.
I wonder if he's gonna be a human or like an orc or I have no idea. I don't know
We'll
shit
we'll
about this
see. We'll
show.
see. I think they talked about his character name or whatever he's gonna play, but
Oh. Well hell, even in Lord of the Rings that don't mean nothing.
yeah, I don't know. Anyway,
We can pronounce the damn thing.
yeah, but it could be anybody. Yeah, I know. Anyway, so that's cool. He's a talented guy, so always good to bring talent to the project.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, he's gonna be the villain, so you're gonna be rooting against this guy in the show. So that'll be, or maybe for him, depending on how the character is. I don't know, but that's cool. That's like the one of the biggest things that dropped TV show wise. What else we got? Uh, do you recall a show, the Punky Brewster show from like back in the day?
I know I've heard it.
You've heard of it,
I've
right?
never
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
watched it or anything.
So there's a sequel that's going to be happening at, like a sequel series happening at the NBC streaming service or whatever, NBC Universal streamer.
Oh.
And Freddie Prinze Jr. has joined the cast of that.
Man, I love Freddie Prinze Jr. That
Yeah,
dude is
he
great.
doesn't do much nowadays. Like, yeah, he was in Rebels, but like apart from that, I don't know what else he's done
He's done some
recently.
video game stuff in the
You know what's
past.
funny? I was like scrolling through TV the other day and I saw fucking Scooby Doo, and obviously he's in that movie with his wife and
I
stuff.
fucking watch Scooby.
Dude, that movie is so corny and cheesy, man. So
Wait, is it the first one or the second one?
I don't even know. It's like it was one where like Mr. Bean was like trying to convince Scooby Doo to sacrifice himself,
That's the first one.
and then they were like switching, their bodies were switching between each other and stuff. I was like, oh my god, man, this is a goofy ass movie.
Freddie Prinze has done so much shit that I love. Like he was involved with wrestling. He was involved
Yeah,
with video games like Dragon Age and Star Wars and Mass Effect and all that great voice acting stuff that he does. Like, love Freddie Prinze, man. He's awesome. He needs to do more video game stuff. That's a bit now.
yeah, that was pretty funny. But yeah, I was just like, yeah, it's just funny because it's like, yeah, I was watching him on Scooby Doo the other day, and he looked like his him as Fred is something else. But yeah, so he'll be joining the sequel series to that, and yeah, I mean that's also. I mean, Punky Brewster is a show that I never watched, but I also heard about it as well. It's just like, all right, well, Freddie Prinze Jr. is going to be in it. So, Adventure Time is getting H 4 1 hour specials from HBO Max,
I've
or
never,
on HBO.
I've never.
You've never seen this show?
Uh-uh.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those like newer ones, like within the past, I don't know how however many years. It's like it's a show from like this decade, so
Yeah, I think the animation for it kind of
it's
weird.
it's it's a little weird. Yeah, it's a little weird to understand.
I think
I
that's
watched I watched a little bit of it.
it's kind of like Rebels in that way. At first, the animation style for Rebels kind of bothered me a little bit, and then after I
Uh,
watched it a bit, I got used to it, and then eventually I didn't like. Yeah, it's like I think it's just something with my head
no, I get you.
that those first looks. That deal. Did you watch it? Watch Adventure?
I watched some of it. I didn't watch like the whole thing. I would like I had a young my one of my younger
Oh,
sisters used to love watching it.
I just remembered something that
What?
I should have mentioned when we started. I watched
What's that?
Watchmen. Did you watch Watchmen? You didn't
I
watch
did
Watchmen,
not.
did you?
I have
Okay.
not. No, I haven't had the chance to yet.
It was pretty good.
I'll probably the new episode's tomorrow, so I'll probably watch both of them either tomorrow or Monday.
Yeah, check it out. It's interesting.
Yeah, cool. But yeah, no, this is a show that again, this is like beyond, like past my time, as a kid or whatever. So
Yeah.
see, I didn't. I mean, it has like interesting concepts and stuff too, like the ideas and like it's a little neat little show. But I wasn't.
It's weird as you get older and like I don't know, like you it's hard to look at something that's airing now that's like a cartoon and be like, I might
Yeah,
like that, but it's like I'm watching all this other stuff now.
yeah,
It's
exactly.
weird.
Like
It's weird. It's weird. It's hard to
there's
explain.
just a whole lot more to watch nowadays.
Yeah.
Because even like when I was a kid, I remember there wasn't. I watched like Batman the animated series,
Yeah.
fucking
Samurai
Spider-Man the
Jack.
animated series, Samurai Jack, shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dexter's Lab, Angry Beavers, shit
Oh
like
my
that.
god. Dexter's Lab so
Which, by the way, we did a episode on classic cartoons. If you want to check that out,
yeah, guys,
check
go
the
check that
playlist
out.
here on
I
YouTube,
don't
or if you're
remember which
listening.
episode it was, but it's
I
one of
don't
them.
either, but you'll find it in the
It's
playlist.
one in one of these
Just find
20s.
it.
In one of these
Yeah,
20
yeah.
episodes. Uh
Check that out. Listen to that. But yeah, I mean, I will say though, that, like of like the newer era of shows, the Adventure Time is probably one of the like more interesting ones. But anyway,
I know it's
yeah,
very
they're getting.
popular with people.
Oh, it is. Yeah, they're getting. But anyway, they're getting 4 1-hour episode specials. So
That's
that's pretty.
cool.
Yeah. Uh, Moving on. Verizon customers to get 1 year of Disney Plus for free.
I saw that.
So if you're a Verizon person, you can get yourself
With
Disney
this
Plus
with
for
as
free.
much as Verizon cost, is it really for free though? You bet. That's coming from somebody that had Verizon. That shit's expensive, but it's worth it. I
All
mean, it's
unlimited wireless data and new internet subscribers will get access to the new streaming service launching November 12th to reward their loyalty.
yeah,
Uh,
that's
which
cool.
speaking of Disney Plus, we got about 17 days before the launch here.
Oh damn.
We're getting closer and
What's
closer.
all gonna be on there like right when they hit the button? All the good
A,
shit.
dude, a lot of stuff, man. There's too much to name, honestly.
I didn't know if they were gonna like stagger it a little bit, because they don't want to
Well,
overload everything,
they're,
or
they're
it's just
gonna
gonna
be
be
adding stuff like later, obviously. Like they're
yeah.
always gonna be adding stuff onto it, but they have a lot of good shit like on release, dude. And there's gonna be like stuff that's like Disney Plus exclusive that's gonna be launching right away too, like The Mandalorian. Like I think the Lady and the Tramp movie, the live action one, gonna be on there. I think that crazy ass Jeff Goldblum show is gonna be on there. A bunch of stuff, but anyway, like yeah, there's gonna be a lot of like the classic stuff too. Like I think all the original Star Wars movies are gonna be on there. The Marvel movies are gonna.
Cool.
A lot of the old Disney, classics and whatnot that everybody loves and shit. It's all gonna be on there at launch. So there's gonna be plenty of things
I
to
wonder
check
how
out.
smooth that launch is gonna be. Like, I know it's
We'll
Disney and they've
see.
got all the monies,
Yeah, we'll
but
see.
man, they better have some good infrastructure because
Yeah,
there's
I
gonna be a
mean
lot of people.
they're not launching it all over the world at the same time.
That's
So
true.
they'll
That's true.
I'm sure they're prepared for that. Like you said, it's Disney, so I'm sure they got.
I've just been a part of some WoW launches where I was like, it's only North America, but it's still a disaster right now.
Yeah. I mean, I guess, like I said, we'll see, dude. We'll see. I'm super excited about it, though. I cannot wait.
Yep.
Cannot wait to watch The Mandalorian. That is like the thing as everybody knows, the thing I'm most excited about. And we're getting 2 episodes that first week, so that's super. I'm very excited.
I hope I'm off that day.
The 12th is a Tuesday. Are you off on Tuesday?
Probably not, actually.
And then we'll get another episode on the 15th, which is that Friday. But yeah, I
I
mean, just
definitely won't that day.
Disney Plus hype, man. Disney
Yeah.
Plus hype.
Nope.
Yeah.
What else you got?
No, I don't think you watched the show, but I did, and it was Marvel's Cloak and Dagger
No, I did
has
not.
been canceled after 2 seasons, and
This aired
this
on. It
this
aired
is
on a
on
different
Freeform.
channel. Yeah,
Yeah, this is
Freeform.
on Freeform. It was one of those like young adult kind of shows where it's like they're like teenagers or whatever. I mean, it was fine. It wasn't my favorite, but I mean, the main reason why this is being canceled, the main reason why all these like TV shows are being canceled, is because they're like the pre-Kevin Feige stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
I think now that Kevin Feige is in charge of Marvel, like all of Marvel, everything is gonna run through him, and he's gonna want to like make his own. He's controlling the TV now. Like all the Disney Plus shows are stuff that he's proved and is working on and stuff. Whereas before, like all these other shows that like for him being in charge are like their older stuff.
Yeah.
So and like they say they were in the MCU, but they didn't really connect into it. Like they didn't really like who cares about
Yeah.
like they didn't really they people say they connected, but like did they really like they just say that you know they didn't. But yeah, I mean it was a decent show. It wasn't my favorite, but it was um canceled after 2 seasons. All these like not like I said, all these non Disney Plus, non Kevin Feige creations are getting slowly uh snapped by Thanos' gauntlet, the Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah. Maybe we'll see him down the line. Some.
Yeah, I mean I'm sure like these are all characters that they own, so they'll make a return at some point. It's just this incarnation of them is going away.
Yep.
Which sucks for the people that are working on the show, obviously, because they're out of a job now and
Yeah.
all that stuff. But I mean, that's just what happens when you
It's business, yo.
yeah, that's just what happens, like you gotta
You can add it on your resume though. On to
yeah,
your next thing.
yeah, just move on to the next one. I mean, I'm sure everybody who worked on the show is gonna be having a job sooner.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, that's another Marvel show down. And like the last piece of news that I have is that Genlock has been renewed for season 2, but it'll be at HBO Max because Rooster Teeth is setting a partnership with them. That it'll be on HBO Max, I think, like 90 days before it'll show up on Rooster Teeth.
Man, I like Genlock.
It was pretty interesting, yeah.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good. Music was good.
Yeah. But so the reason I think why this is happening is because I think Genlock is a pretty expensive show to make.
I'd imagine. Well, I mean, look at the voice actors they got.
Yeah, I mean, I was just gonna say like just the voice actors alone, that's already like top tier talent you're paying.
You got Michael B. Jordan. You got
Maisie Williams,
yeah.
Dakota Fanning, David Tennant. I mean, that's those names right there, man.
Hula.
In addition to everything else, so yeah, I mean, I think this is why this happened. Like, well, sure, we'll put it on HBO Max 3 months before our,
I wish I was like a smarter guy and could tell you like just by looking at it how much it costs to make something like that with that animation style. Not even
Oh, I'm
counting like
sure
voice
it's
actors.
like,
I'm genuinely
I'm
curious to
sure.
what it costs.
Yeah, I don't know the exact specifics either, but it's an expensive show. But yeah, I mean, Genlock season 2 is happening, and it's gonna be on HBO Max before it shows up, 3 months before it shows up. Rooster Teeth for their members. So that's cool. I mean, yeah, I like season 1. I thought it was interesting. So we'll see what happens to what they do with that. I don't know when it's supposed to be coming out, but it's happening. That look to look forward to. But that's all I got for TV show news. Unless you got anything else to add on anything.
No, not really. Like there wasn't. It doesn't feel like there was very much TV news this past week.
Yeah, no, there wasn't a whole lot. I got more movie news.
Let's hit the movie news then.
All right. So let's start off with the Joker passing Deadpool as the top grossing R-rated movie of all.
Much deserved.
And then this is funny because Ryan Reynolds tweeted out like a picture, like a tweet of the the winning or like congratulating them for winning, and it's like the Joker poster with like the Joker font, but it says "you motherfucker" instead of Joker.
That's funny.
It's pretty funny, yeah. But yeah, it's 788.1 million globally.
I believe we call that a smash hit, y'all.
Yes.
Because
Expected to
Joker
cross
didn't even
eight.
have a big budget either. That's the crazy thing.
It's expected to cross 800 million. This is an article from yesterday, so it was expected to cross 800 million like today. So at the time of the recording today, being Saturday, expected to cross 800 milli. And yeah, man, like this, like I said, the previous highest grossing R-rated movie was Deadpool, and Joker passed it. Man.
Yeah.
I think it's well deserved. It's an incredible movie.
Yeah.
I like Deadpool, but I mean, Joker is on another level.
Yeah.
So
The budget for Joker was like between 55 million and 70 million dollars.
yeah, they
So what we're
they
saying is
did really
they
well.
made a buck.
They did really well, which is why like don't be surprised if they're like, let's make a sequel.
And I think that goes to show you that you don't even need a bunch of big fancy movie effects that cost hundreds of millions of
You
dollars
don't.
to
You
make a
have a
great
great
film.
story and a great character with great
Mhm.
acting and all that stuff. You have a good movie, man.
Mhm. So
You know what I mean? Like you don't have to have all this other extra.
that's an absolute smash hit right there, and yeah,
Yeah, man.
crazy.
Absolutely.
All the money.
Absolutely. Uh Now I don't know if we're ready to move on. Speaking of Joker,
Yeah. Cool.
I don't know if you heard about this, but Jared Leto tried to stop the Joker
I did
from
see all of
happening.
this. Yes.
He was fumed. Uh they're saying he felt alienated and upset when Warner Brothers greenlit the Todd Phillips version of Joaquin Phoenix Joker. Now, before I get into what the article says and stuff, I feel like maybe like I don't know. I'm kind of like I have a couple minds
I have issues with
in this
Leto,
thing.
but I'm not gonna go into them.
I mean, he's like a weird guy. He's sending used condoms and rats to whatever because he's a method actor, co-stars or whatever. That shit's weird. But I feel like also maybe he didn't get quite the opportunity and chance that some of these other actors did when playing the Joker. Like Joaquin got his own movie. Heath Ledger was like the main villain in his movie, and like Joker kind of like wasn't really like a character in Suicide Squad. He was kind of just like there, like So I feel like he didn't get like the biggest opportunity to portray this character like the others did. Although that being said, his version of the Joker is like my least favorite by far. But all I'm saying is that I think he didn't get like the best shot at like portraying
I
the
mean
the
that's
Joker.
fine. I still think he's a whiny bitch.
Yeah, I mean, sure, like for sure, but
They
just like
can't do this to me.
yeah, I mean, dude,
Grow the fuck up.
you're Jared Leto and Joaquin Phoenix is stealing your job, man. You're like, holy shit, because you know that Joaquin Phoenix is gonna kill it if you're Jared Leto, right? You're like, this guy is gonna fucking steal my job and he's gonna kill it as the Joker. And it's like, I mean, yeah, I don't know. He's like, he didn't want to. So let's just get into this article. I'm a Hollywood Reporter. Uh, yeah, they say that a source in Leto's camp denies that the actor made the request, but uh, there's a whole bunch of stuff in here like that Warner Brothers had like gave him like strung him with promises of his own. Well, because here's the thing, I think they were originally supposed to make like a
Yeah.
Harley and Joker movie, and then like a standalone Joker film for him. But they actually ended up going with the Joaquin Phoenix Joker instead.
Yep.
And then well, what I the main thing that I take from all this is that he's not gonna play the Joker ever again. I don't think he's playing this character.
Mm.
Like just like Ben Affleck's Batman is no longer in the DCEU. This Joker, like they're probably just gonna like wait it off. Maybe we'll see. The Joker to them now is the Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah.
We'll see what they do with that character if they want to bring him into the DCEU or not. I kind of am conflicted in that because I'm like, it would be cool to have him in this universe, but also I think he's cool being on his own.
I think he's just better off being on his own.
And yeah, I mean, this whole Jared Leto thing, it's a little like, come on, man. You don't want this thing to happen, but I don't know, I can kind of understand it, but from like if you're looking at it from his point of view, but at the same time, it's like it does come off as a little like, come on. But I can get
He can go cry on his millions of dollars.
it.
He's got plenty.
Yeah. Well, that's that. Moving on to other news. No Time to Die, which is the 25th movie in the James Bond franchise, has wrapped filming. In a tweet from the James Bond accounts with the director and Daniel Craig, they
That's a good
wrapped.
title.
Yeah, it really is. It's such a great Bond title. It's so good.
No Time to
They
Die.
wrapped filming yesterday, and the release date is April 2020. They have that all set and go. What else we have here? Oh, here's something that we'll love. That fucking Fast and the Furious fans will love.
Cool.
Fucking Cardi B has joined Vin Diesel in Fast and the Furious 9. No joke, dude. This actually happened. Cardi B has been cast in Fast and the Furious 9 in an undisclosed role.
Okay.
Like, no joke, dude. I knew that you would have this type of reaction, so I'm like, let me just throw this in there, man. It's the rapper's first movie role since her role as the stripper Diamond in STX's drama Hustlers. So yeah, Vin Diesel put up an Instagram video with him and Cardi B, I guess, talking about her joining or whatever, and yeah,
Who knew a human trash bag could be a fucking movie star?
I don't watch the Fast and the Furious movies. Every time they like cast somebody that's like, huh? It's yeah. I mean, I don't know what to say, man. It's just good for them, I guess.
I haven't watched it forever. I
don't know.
Whatever. Whatever. If you're that desperate, fucking whatever.
Yeah, yeah. Again, I don't really have anything to say other than I just thought that shit was funny as hell.
It is kind of, it's hilarious and not in a good way.
I mean, I don't really care about the Fast and Furious.
I don't either, but it's still like, I don't.
Moving on to some Disney news, we're gonna move on. I think the rest of the news that I have is all Disney.
That's gonna be it for like the next 10 years. I feel like it's just gonna be Disney news forever.
Yeah, I mean, essentially, Hocus Pocus is getting a sequel, and it's in development, and it's gonna be on Disney Plus.
I put a spell on you.
So if you remember that 1993 classic, Hocus Pocus,
all your money is mine. Yep.
Gonna be on Disney Plus. They're working on a sequel. They're working on bringing the original cast back and all that stuff.
I still watch that movie every year.
They're working on bringing it back for a sequel. So that's currently in development. And yeah, I mean this is one of those movies that I like. People love, man. Like,
it's fun to go back and watch, man. I like it.
Like, people love this movie. It's not like one that I go to and watch, but I people love it. So
yeah,
they're making a sequel. So hopefully people will enjoy this as much as they like the first one.
Such a 90s Like it's crazy how 90s that movie is. Uh, all right.
All right, moving on. More Disney news. This is an interesting one. Is the creator of Chernobyl, the Chernobyl TV series, Craig Mazin or Mazin, Craig Mazin, is tackling the Pirates of the Caribbean reboot. Uh, so
How do
I
you
don't know if you heard,
how do you
but
feel about
they're
this?
I like all of the Pirates movies in one way or another. There's some that are better than others, but for the most part, I enjoy all of them. Um, so I'm fine with them working on a reboot. My only thing is I think that this is way too soon after the last one.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Like, I think it's too soon. I think
It's
it's too.
it's it's too. I think it is too soon, but like they're just starting to work on it, I guess. So whatever,
Yeah,
just start planning it. Whatever, maybe it'll whatever.
give me my treasure planet first.
I think it is kind of too soon. The last movie only came out like how long ago? Like 2 years ago. I want to say.
I didn't even
I want to
watch
say
it.
it was like a year or two ago. I saw it, but like it's fine. It's not my favorite.
I like the original.
The first one is still the best one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Um, let's see, Pirates of the Caribbean. I
Do,
think it
do,
was
do,
2 years ago. I think it was 2017.
The fucking soundtrack's so good.
Yeah, it's so good. The first one came out like in 2003 or something. I remember that. The first one was so good. Yeah, 2003 was Curse of the Black Pearl. I remember that. That's like to me, that's still the best one. The first one.
Absolutely.
Dead Man's Chest in 2006 was I enjoyed that one as well. Jones. At World's End 2007, which capped off the trilogy, came out a year after the second one. And then they took a little break and they came out with the fourth one, On Stranger Tides, 2011, like 4 years after that. And then they took another 6 years and came out with the fifth one. So they've kind of been like, here's one, here's 3 years later, here's number two, 1 year later, here's number three, 4 years later, here's number four, fucking 6 years later, here's number five. So yeah, like I said, I was right. So the last one came out 2 years ago. I I think it's a little too soon to start like planning a reboot,
Yeah.
personally, because it's only been 2 years. But I guess if you want to start like planning it and developing it, you can. But
Well, my big
I don't know.
thing is, I feel like Johnny Depp is what made those.
That's what
Captain
most people
Jack.
say. Yeah,
Captain
yeah. I
Jack
mean,
was so good.
we'll see. We'll see. That's they're gonna have to find a way to kind of like
Yeah.
maybe they bring him back. I don't know, dude.
I
We'll
mean,
see what happens.
yeah.
I don't know what they're gonna do, but yeah, the Chernobyl creator is working on it. Let's see what does this article say? Hollywood Reporter. Disney has hired veteran pirate scribe Ted Elliott and Chernobyl creator Craig Mazin to develop a story for the new Pirates Adventure feature. The movie is designed to propel fresh wind into Pirates, one of the largest hauling film franchises of all time. They introduced hard luck and hard drinking pirate Jack Sparrow into Disney fandom culture. Uh, the studio had taken steps towards developing a reboot in late 2018 when Deadpool writers Rhett Reese and to write a script that was designed to give it a kick in the pants, according to Disney. But Reese and Wernick ended up exiting the project in early 2019. The hiring of Elliott and Mazin puts Pirates in the early stages of development. With the duo tasked to find a direction and story, it is unclear at this stage if Sparrow would return as a character or if Depp would return as actor. Jerry Bruckheimer is expected to once again be the helm's producer. Elliott knows his way around the Seven Seas. He wrote the original, uh, and the three after that with Terry Rozier. Okay, well, so yeah, they're in development. They're working on it. They're trying to find a direction in the story. Like
It'll be
we'll say,
years before we see anything. So
yeah, it will be. So like I said, it's fine. Let them develop stuff, whatever. But I just my thing is I don't like when like they come out with a movie and they're like, all right, time to fucking reboot it. Like
so
I
many.
felt
Yeah, I'm so
I
sick of reboots.
I felt that when they like rebooted Spider-Man, like after Toby, I was like, dude, we just had Toby. Like not. I mean, 2000 what 7 to 2012, I think was Spider-Man 3 between the Amazing Spider-Man, right?
Hmm.
I thought that was only like what, like a 5 year difference,
I don't even know, man.
and I feel like even that was too soon. I'm just like, but I know that sometimes you have to reboot the property to like hold on to the rights or whatever. But
Yeah.
like Disney owns this, you don't have to reboot it that quick, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know. It's just I sometimes feel that they try to reboot shit way too fast. Like you need to like let stuff rest for. Um. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, uh, I like the Pirates franchise, so I'm gonna be hopefully optimistic about it. I'm gonna hope to be optimistic about it, but we'll see. Again, they're just barely developing stuff, so we don't know anything about it yet. Uh, but I mean, as always, I hope that whatever they come up with is good because I don't ever want bad that I like. Hopefully, whatever they come up with is good, but we'll see.
Yeah.
And I just remembered off the top of my head before we continue with the rest of the Disney news that there's been some reviews for Terminator Dark Fate coming out,
Yeah.
and people have been people are liking it, other people are not. The reviews are pretty mixed, but for the people that do like it, they said that it's the best one since T2.
I mean, that's
So
not saying much.
I know it's not saying much, but I mean I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, I don't want to be bad, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean I don't either, but so far it's looked that way to
It
me.
seems really in the middle, so we'll see. We'll see
Yeah,
what
I don't
happens.
know, but yeah, I mean everybody
I
has been
think
saying
it's
the
all going to
best one
come
since
down to
T2, which yeah, again
personal taste,
is
I
not
believe.
saying much. Yeah, I mean yeah, it really is because I've seen a bunch of mixed reviews. Like some people hate it, some people hate it. It's
It's
gonna be
weird. It's kind of weird actually how some people are just like, eh, and then some people are like, it's great.
yeah, I don't know. All film is fucking subjective or whatever. So we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. I don't know. There's been plenty of movies that I've liked and people didn't. There's
Same.
plenty of movies that other people have liked and I sure as
John Carter, I stand with you.
All right.
Uh,
Well, moving on to the Disney news again. Back to the Disney news. So remember how this is gonna be remember how fucking Martin Scorsese was talking about Marvel movies?
oh God.
Francis Ford Coppola also was talking about how they're like not he calls. So what he said, for those of you who don't know who Francis Ford Coppola is, he's another like old school
Hmm.
classic like film director. Uh, but anyway, he called the Marvel movies, uh, superhero movies in general, despicable. So he's another one of these old dudes throwing out his opinion on
Well,
Marvel
here's the
movies.
thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing with all these dudes. They were raised in a completely different era than what is
Yes,
going
so
on right now.
I was gonna say these are like 80-year-old dudes who are used to movies being the way that they're used to.
Which is art. Back in those days, you can go back and look at it. To them, in those old school days, movies were more of an art form and more like you can literally go back and check it out and you'll see it that it changes as you get closer to where current day is.
Yeah.
So,
But anyway, so Francis Ford Coppola threw in his opinion, adding on to what Scorsese said, and a bunch of people were responding to all these comments and stuff. And finally, Bobby Iger from Disney, the main man, Bob Iger himself, also responded to these comments. And this is I'm gonna read some of his quotes. Okay,
go for it.
this is some interesting stuff here. He said, "I reserve the word despicable for someone who committed mass murder. These are movies," he says. Uh, and he continued, and I quote, this is his quote. I'm going to read his quote, okay? He says, "They want to bitch about movies. It's certainly their right." Uh, and he went on to say, like, he talked about Ryan Coogler and Black Panther. I'm trying to find that, though. Where is that? But pretty much he's like, what difference is it, like, Ryan Coogler making Black Panther than you guys making your movie? So he kind of went in to defend, his brand, his Disney Marvel
Which
brand,
obviously he's going
and all
to.
his. Yeah,
Yeah.
of course, of course. So it's all, this whole thing is very interesting because everybody has their own opinion on this and that and all that stuff.
My stance has always been. Well, you go ahead.
Yeah, no, all I was gonna say is like my opinion on this stuff is these are old ass dudes who have made like great movies, and they're just they're just old farts who, like, they're just old dudes, man. Like,
Mm,
they have their opinions on movies are way different than like people's opinions on movies
And another
nowadays.
thing for me is like my stance is I don't need Francis Ford Coppola to like my fucking movies that I like. I don't
Right?
care what he thinks.
Yeah,
Neither do I care what Martin Scorsese thinks.
that's
I
I
don't
know,
give
I
a
know.
fuck.
Exactly. I feel the same way. I feel the same way. But some people do are like, you don't like my
If you
movies? Well,
do,
fuck you
if
or
you
whatever.
do, why? Nobody has to like anything that you don't have to feel validated for loving the thing you love. Just love it. Fuck
I,
them.
I'm with you there 100%, dude. I'm with you there
Just
100%.
love what you love.
It's just so,
Don't let them old people get under your skins. What I'm saying, because
yeah,
they're
for real.
completely different era. Don't let them get to you, man. Because
They like what they like, you like what you like. Fuck,
yeah,
everybody likes their own thing, man.
they don't have
Yeah.
to. They don't like you. They don't have to like it for you to love it, man. Fuck what they think. That's how I feel about John Carter.
Yeah, it's something, man. It really is. It really is
It's
something.
weird.
Everybody's saying their own thing about
I
John
feel.
Favreau.
I almost feel like this is a conspiracy
I mean, shit.
to get like
Yeah,
promotion
maybe.
out there.
Yeah, but John Favreau was pretty much like they can express whatever opinion they like. They're like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like whatever. Everybody's saying one thing or another. Like, who cares? That's how I feel. I'm like, who cares about these old dudes? Like, they can say whatever the fuck they want, man. Like, Jesus shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway,
If
moving on.
if any of you are getting riled up about it, don't. It ain't worth it.
Yeah, really, it's who cares, man? You
Yeah.
like what you like. They can like what they like. Everybody's used to something.
I'm still gonna watch The Godfather and enjoy
Cool,
it, and
chill out, relax, take it
yeah.
easy. Just because one of these guys doesn't like superhero movies, is that gonna make you like whatever you like any less? Like, I shouldn't, you know?
And you don't need them to like it for you.
For real, that's exactly what Josh said. Is 100% how I feel. But anyway,
It's the same thing for
moving
video. It's
on.
the same thing for video games and that.
Moving on to
Yeah.
Star Wars news. Within the past week, we had a bunch of Episode 9 stuff. We're gonna go ahead and start off with the Rise of Skywalker poster, which I'm gonna send to Josh. So
Oh, can you send it to me? Do you still have the Twitch chat open? If you could throw it in there, because if I close the thing, it's gonna mess up OBS. That's why I'm saying that.
yeah, I will post it in the I'll post it in the chat.
I still have it open in I still have Twitch chat open, so.
All right, yeah, I'll post it in there.
I just don't want to have to like move our cameras and junk around. It'd be a little.
Here's the poster.
The lovely poster.
That's the theatrical poster. I think it looks pretty neat.
I like it.
It's interesting. No Luke, no Leia. The main thing that I take from this is there is no like original trilogy old school character that we recognize except
For who? Sorry, you cut out.
Except for Lando.
Oh yeah.
He's the only guy on there. Which makes me wonder. Like, Leia probably isn't gonna have a huge role if she's not on the poster. Does that mean maybe is he gonna like die, or I don't know, man. This is I don't know. I don't want to get too into it. People don't want to know, but it's just I'm just looking at this poster again. It's like making me think things, but it's interesting. You have obviously the main core. You got Rose and Janna and Finn and Poe, Rey, and
yeah. I'm glad Rose is on here, man.
Yeah, you got the droids. You got I'm surprised 3PO isn't on here for as much as he's been like shown on this. Oh, he is on there.
He's on here.
He is. My fault. Apologies. My eyes are not working.
To be fair, he kind of blends in a little bit.
He did, because I was looking at all the smaller droids like R2, BB-8, and Dio,
Yeah.
I was like, "Where's 3PO?" Oh wait, he's literally behind R2. My
Yeah.
fault.
No.
My
He
fault.
blends in with that blue,
You have
that
Rey
smoke.
and Kylo on the poster twice. Kylo in the
Yeah.
background, Rey in the background, and then you got them fighting off to the right there.
I like this poster.
Yeah, it's cool. You got the ships in the back and the Falcon there. It's cool. I like it. Another speaking of print of Leia though, Carrie Fisher's first billing in the cast list. If you look down there,
And hell yeah.
her and Mark, and they're nowhere to be seen on the poster, but they're first billing on the cast list, which is very interesting. But yeah, so that's the poster. And literally the day after we recorded Cantina last week, they mostly not the day after. It was like the last Monday they brought out the trailer, which I'll post in the chat as well.
Oh yeah.
The new trailer. Did you watch this?
I did. I watched it a couple times actually, cause I
What?
watched some reactions.
Yeah. What'd you think?
I liked
Trailer.
it. I liked it. It was good. It got me a little bit more excited than I've
Uh
been
huh.
being.
Yeah, yeah. Because I know you haven't been like most excited about this.
Yeah. I I mean, yeah, I'm more excited than I was. Um,
The, to me, this just like
the music,
confirms.
the music's great.
Oh,
Sorry.
the music is like my favorite thing, dude, of this
Yeah,
trailer. It's so good. But
I did feel emotional toward the end. They got me.
yes, the 3PO part was
Yeah, that
pretty
got
like
me, and then at
pretty
the
emotional.
very end also got me.
The Leia and Luke thing, yeah.
Yes, that got me. I love this
Uh,
part, man, where they're fucking walking. Yeah, the fucking. Oh
I
my
like
god.
when they're like running in the hallway and Chewie, Poe, and Finn are just shooting down stormtroopers and stuff.
Yeah,
That's pretty dope.
yeah, that's dope.
My favorite like line or quote that's said in this trailer is when Luke uh simply says, confronting fear, it's the destiny of Jedi. And that just, I
Yeah.
don't know, for some reason, the way he said that combined with the music, it just, I'm like, yes, dude, yes, I
Yes.
love that
Yeah,
so much.
it's a good line. I love it.
It's a great fucking line, and it's a good poster. They show some stuff. You see Palpatine's new throne
Mhm.
for a second, and then at the end of the trailer, you see Palpatine like in his like chair thing. You see him kind of like moving towards Rey or whatever. Yeah, I mean, to me, I kind of like get more of the story on what's happening here, even though they don't really explain to you what's going on in the trailer. I kind of like piece stuff together about how it's gonna go.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I'm curious about other things like Rey and Kylo destroying the fucking thing where Vader's helmet is, and Rey has like a dagger in her hand for some reason.
Mhm.
And there's like shit like that I'm like, huh, well, that's interesting. But I can, like I said, I can kind of piece things together, like just by looking at this, like, and based off the other footage that we saw, because we're kind of in that time of the year where like now that the last trailer is out, they're gonna release like the international trailer at some point. It's gonna have more stuff, and then as we get close to the movie, they're gonna come out with the TV spots. So people are gonna start being able to piece the movie more. So if you guys out there don't want to know like spoilers or anything, definitely had to avoid them because there's also some leaks that came out that you
Yeah.
do not want to
It's
know about.
it's your blackouts, guys. If you got
Yeah,
'em.
you gotta start. You guys gotta start being careful out there because some shit is
I remember back
out
when
there.
Force Awakens first came out, somebody made a Chrome extension that like would just block anything Star Wars.
Yeah,
I wonder if anybody's updated that for this film.
I don't know. You'd imagine so, right? Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Uh,
You think so, but I don't know.
I'm more excited than I was. They kind of got me with this trailer. They got me with the emotions. I was like, yeah,
It's a nostalgic, emotional trailer for sure.
yeah, yeah. The the line that got you was great. But what really
I
got
love that
me,
line. Was
the
the
line, the
always?
one that got me was the always at the very
Yeah,
end
yeah.
because it was
That's the
like,
one that
yeah,
got most people. Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It's a good one.
So,
One. Luke and then Leia. Yeah.
uh,
Um. Yeah, I like the trailer. There wasn't any like wow moments like in the previous trailers. Like in the first one, yeah, the Palpatine's laugh, like, oh shit, Palpatine's in the.
Yeah.
The second trailer, you had Dark Ray or whatever. That's like the wow moment. This one didn't really have a wow moment, but it's emotional, so it didn't have.
Yeah. All
Um,
all the reactions I saw, everybody kind of freaked out at maybe seeing Palpatine's shoulder, and I'm like, why are you getting excited over something you can't even really see?
well, because like it's like the closest we've gotten to seeing Palpatine in
But
the movie.
you don't see shit. You see like
You see,
black. That's it.
you see his back, Josh. No, I'm
That's
kidding.
nothing. It's nothing. Damn it, it's nothing.
It's his shoulder, okay? It's his right shoulder, and he's like sitting on a mechanical chair or something. No,
Man, part of me wants it to be the biggest bait and switch ever. 'Cause it would be
that's what people are
hilarious.
saying. I don't think so. I think
I
that's
don't
actually.
think it will be either, but it would be so funny
I
if
think
it
that's
was.
actually in. People are like, oh, it's actually not Palpatine. It's maybe just. What if it's Dark Ray?
Ah,
Like, no,
no.
that's fucking Palpatine, dude. Don't try to pull that shit. It's Palpatine.
I just think it would be funny. I see it. This is why I could never be good at filmmaking, because I'm like, you know, it'd be funny if it's not really him.
You're just gonna. All right, chill out there, Ryan Johnson. No, I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
it'd be so bad. It'd be so
Fucking
bad.
subverting everything. Yeah,
Nah.
just gonna troll the audience. Like they're gonna think it's this thing, but it's gonna be this other thing. Fuck you guys.
Nah.
Oh man. In other news, they revealed the ocean planet where the Death Star wreckage is.
Cool.
And
What's it called?
everybody thought it was gonna be the actual planet of Endor or something, or maybe the Force Moon again. It is not. It is the ocean moon called Kef Bir. Now, this is a brand new planet. Obviously, you've never heard about this. Now, what I get by this is that this is, how we have the Force Moon of Endor. This is the ocean moon, probably, of Endor, because the Death Star debris can't be too far off from Endor, so you can't have this planet be like on the other side of it. Has to be like within that vicinity. So I'm guessing this is just another moon of Endor that's called Kef Bir, which is kind of like, why do you guys have to make up new stuff just to like have new stuff? You know what I mean? Like, why can't we just go back to like these old planets, or why can't we see Ewoks again, or why can't we, like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like this new trilogy has an issue with nostalgia, where like they kind of want to lean into it, but not too much. It's like, yeah, we're gonna have X-wings and TIE fighters, and there's only gonna be one lightsaber wielder on each side. But wait a minute, or like in The Force Awakens, we're gonna go on a desert planet, but it's not Tatooine, it's Jakku.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, we're gonna go to a snow planet. It's not Hoth, it's Starkiller Base.
Yeah.
We're gonna fucking, you know what I mean? Like,
I think
it's like they want to lean into nostalgia, but not too much, because fuck that.
It's hard. I think it's hard because it's just like, they want the old success that everybody loves, but at the same time they want to do their own thing, and it's like,
yeah, but like there's just too. I don't know. I just have a lot of problems with this trilogy, but anyway, that's for another time.
Nah, yeah, I do too. But
and a part of it is like, why haven't we seen more like traditional classic aliens? This new trilogy has made up a bunch of like ugly ass aliens that are all like the same color. Like they're all got like the beige / gray like skin tones or whatever. You know what I mean? Like the new aliens that they've created for this trilogy. They're so boring, dude.
Give me some colorful.
Fucking the original trilogy had like green ass Twi'leks and like fucking
Devorians.
Yeah, like the orange red Devoronians and like all like fucking
Chicken Man.
Rhodians were green, like Twi'leks were blue and green, and like they're all these different colors, and fucking like the aliens in this trilogy are just so boring, dude. And then like another thing, what's up with the planets from this trilogy, dude? They're not like Naboo or Mustafar, or like Utapau. It's like Kef Bir or Lamu or like fucking Octo. Like, what the fuck is up with these? Who comes up with these names for these planets, man?
You bring up a good point. A lot of them are fucking named so weird in this new
They're so
trilogy.
stupid, dude. What's up with these? Who names this shit, man?
I don't know.
They're just so weird. They just don't like come off your tongue like Naboo does, or like, you know what I mean, like
Yeah.
some like Endor or Hoth, or
If you have to think about it to say it, then you're not naming it well enough.
yeah, like who the fuck remembers Lamu? Like, do you even know what Lamu is,
Nope.
Josh?
I didn't even remember
That's
there's a thing named that.
Lamu is the planet from Rogue One where at the beginning of the movie where Krennic steals, or you know, at the beginning of the movie
Yeah.
when Jin's mom dies and stuff
Yes,
like
yes,
that.
yes, yes,
The
yes.
farming planet, that's Lamu.
Yeah. I had no idea.
I think the best named planet from like the newer movies is I think Jeddah.
Yeah.
Because some of these other names are just Octo, which is the fucking planet where Luke is on the island.
I think it speaks volumes when I can remember something like Manan from fucking KOTOR
Yeah,
from
from KOTOR.
forever ago, and like and even these newer movies, I don't remember half the names for planets.
Yeah, because they're just like so weird and like the naming. I don't know. This is whole like for a whole another podcast. Like
Yeah, it is.
my issues with the
That'll be
sequel
our
trilogy.
bitching about Star Wars names.
Yeah, the bitching about. I feel like it's gonna happen at some point.
Yeah.
I have there's so many thoughts on stuff. But anyway, Kef Burr is the planet of the ocean moon where the Death Star wreckage is, and the reason why they reveal this is because it's gonna be in the new, the Disneyland Star Tours ride.
Yes.
They're adding that. They're adding Kef Burr into Star Tours.
Man,
So
why I should have added Manan in there. Did.
whenever it becomes canon, my friend, they'll add it. Dude, I would love to see KOTOR Star Tours. That'd be badass, man.
Fucking.
And the last piece of movie news that I have for Star Wars, that Rise of Skywalker smashes pre-sale record. Within the first 24 hours, they've sold more advanced tickets than like any movie, which includes Endgame, within its first 24 hours. So it beat out Endgame, it beat out Aquaman, The Last Jedi, it beat out Infinity War, all that stuff.
So pretty much, no matter what, this is financially going to be a success anyway.
Yes, yeah, it's gonna be again, which as we expect, it's gonna be. Listen, I mean, it's the last movie in the saga. It's gonna make money,
Yep.
like regardless. So it's gonna make money. That was never a question to me. That's when people were like, "Oh, Star Wars is dead." It's like, no, it's not. It's just
No, it's not.
people are not
Star Wars will never be
enjoying.
dead.
Because this is what I always bring up. People say Star Wars is dead, but like they don't. It's not. People don't like are not shitting on Marvel. Marvel's still going on, and people are not saying Marvel. Marvel, the quality of Marvel stuff, the MCU, is incredible, and it keeps going strong because people love it. They enjoy it. If the quality stays good, the demand for more Star Wars stuff isn't gonna go away. If all these like new Star Wars movies that have come out, everybody enjoyed, they were all good. We didn't have any Last Jedi where it split the fan base, or we didn't have any like Solo where it made like make as much money.
Yeah.
If it was like what Marvel was doing, we'd have like 2 Star Wars movies a year, instead of like one every other year now.
I think the biggest thing that's kind of hurted Star Wars in general is just they're really locked in on this trilogy. I think if they had broken away from that, which they did a little bit with
I
Rogue
mean, they,
One,
they
you
did
got
with Rogue
Solo,
One and
but
Solo.
the problem is though, you're still trying to do those other 3. You're flooding the fucking market with Star Wars. It's making and like especially when you're not doing it well with the Last Jedi, which I think affected Solo, and
It
that
did.
had
It sure
its own
did. Like
issues as well. But
Solo was affected by like a million different things, but Last Jedi was certainly one of them. And if even people who like that movie, you have to admit that Last Jedi was one of the reasons why fucking Solo did not do well. I mean, part of it was also that it came out like 6 months after Last Jedi,
that's the
and
thing.
like poor marketing and like a bunch of other stuff. But Last Jedi was absolutely one of those things.
I think when this is over and they move away from it, I think you're gonna see a jump in quality. Personally, that's
Yeah, I
just
mean,
me
hopefully.
speculating. That's just me
Like
speculating.
it,
But
like the next the all the Star Wars we're gonna have for like the next 3 years is all TV shows, dude. We're not gonna have a movie for a while.
Yep.
Because we're getting the Mandalorian. At some point, we're gonna get Kenobi, which, by the way, you and McGregor just talked about like in an interview a couple days ago. He's like, "I'm so glad I get to talk about this now." And he's like, "Obi-Wan's gonna be dealing with some shit because you'd picture that losing all the Jedi at the end of Episode 3 is gonna affect you." That's an interesting
I
thing
thought
there.
I thought I read something that's gonna be like 6 1 hour long episodes.
Six 1 hour long episodes. Yep, I was just gonna bring that up. 6 1 hour long episodes, which is, if you think about it, it's like, well, I would have loved to have 8 or 10 episodes, but it's like they're making what they did. They're grabbing the script or whatever from a 2 hour movie and they're making it into 6 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
So if you think about it that way, then that's a good deal, right?
Yep.
Like instead of getting a 2 hour movie, you're getting 6 hours.
More isn't always better. So just
right.
I feel like you get a bigger quality. Like we've seen it with Arrow. We've seen it with tons of Netflix shows where they shorten episodes.
Listen, I like the CW stuff, but 20+ episodes a season is, please no. Just lower it, please. Anyway, but yeah, just for the next several years, man, Star Wars is going to be mainly on TV. With the Mandalorian, with Kenobi, with the Cassian Andor show, which
would be great. I think like that's.
Yeah, I mean we're going
to see some new like.
Yeah, like every week we're gonna get new shit. So that's I'm all for it. And if it's gonna be on the quality of the Mandalorian that we've seen, I'm all for it.
You'll probably see shit on those shows that they'd never put in a movie.
Oh, absolutely. I'm 100%, dude. 100%. And which, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned this to you, but like they were showing like screenings of the Mandalorian, like they show like 27 minutes to people.
Yeah.
Nothing but raving reviews from people.
So
people are loving what they're seeing about the Mandalorian, and I cannot wait. We have 17 days away. But yeah, man, I'm very, very hyped. Very, very hyped for
we'll
that.
be talking about the Mandalorian every time an episode comes out on this.
Dude, honestly, like literally every week. Because here's the thing. They're gonna come. The episodes are gonna come out on Fridays, and we record the podcast a day later, so it's perfect.
Yeah,
it's perfect, dude. I love it. I can't wait. Every week is gonna be a mini Mandalorian. But yeah, yeah. So as much as I love the Star Wars movies, I think that the way that they have been handling this trilogy is not the best. I feel like they kind of rush things at the beginning. Like, listen, eventually at some point, I hope we do a podcast on like this entire like start of the this trilogy and like Disney Star Wars at the beginning and stuff, because there's a lot to talk about. Like, for example, some stuff that I want to get into is, I don't know if you remember. I'm gonna go off a little bit of a tangent, but it'll be quick.
Do what you want.
Remember how I don't know if you remember this, but before J.J. Abrams and Lawrence Kasdan were tasked to come up with Episode 7, before it was even called The Force Awakens, when it was just like Disney bought Star Wars, they're making a new trilogy, they're gonna get people to make Episode 7. George Lucas had his own script. I want to see what that is. I want to see what George Lucas's Episode 7 script is. And then also, they got the Toy Story 3 guy, Michael Arndt, to write a script. What the hell is his script like? Like, did he have Jason and Jaina in it? Did he like I want to know what like EU stuff they had in it. I want to know like we've heard about George Lucas's stuff. Like he kind of had the he went into like deeper into the Force with like the wills and shit. Like I want to know what that is, man. Like I like The Force Awakens, but it was too safe of a movie.
Yeah.
And it's fine because I like it or whatever, but like it's just they're looking back at it, especially after Last Jedi, there are things that I like less, and there are things that I definitely would change in that movie. But again, this is a topic for like a whole. I could talk about this for forever.
Yeah,
so
nah.
We're gonna move on from this now.
We're gonna make something like this in the future.
I think sometime after Episode 9 comes out, and after like just eventually like later in the future. But anyway, the other thing for Episode 9 is that they revealed the running time. It's 155 minutes, which is 3 minutes longer than the last previous longest Star Wars movie, which is The Last Jedi. So Episode 9 will be the longest movie. I hope it's worth it too, because after Last Jedi, I'm like, that movie's too long.
It is.
And you guys know how I feel about that movie.
They
I'm
could have.
not a fan of that movie,
Yeah, I'm not gonna
but
say
there's
it.
a lot they could have cut out that movie. Like
The
for example,
casino.
Canto Bite.
Yeah.
Get that shit out of here, dude. Fuck your Harry Potter horses and like, anyway, if you like that movie, good for you. But ugh. Anyway, moving on. I think if you have any other movie news, that's
I
it. That's all
think
I
that's
got.
everything, man. We talked about a lot. Double check real quick.
All right.
Uh. Yeah, I think that's it.
All right, man.
All right, we're gonna take a break, guys, because we are been recording for 2 hours, and I need to go grab a drink because my throat's rough, and we need to restart the call.
Same.
So don't go.
Same.
Well, I was gonna say don't go anywhere, but yeah, go get you something because you can just pause this. This is gonna be instant for you guys. Uh, because we're not streaming on Twitch right now because fucking OBS is being.
We'll be
So
back
we'll be right back after this,
with
fellas.
some of our favorite Halloween movies.
Yes.
See ya.
All right. And we're back, everybody.
Hello.
Let me change the text. Our main topic.
Are we ready
Are
for
you
some Halloween
ready?
movie talk? 'Cause I am.
Halloween. Yeah. Oh.
Hell yeah. Our name of the topic, main topic, name of this episode, our favorite Halloween movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
So what do you got? What do you got, my friend?
so the way that I was thinking is I don't have like a set number of I don't have like a number of movies. I don't have like, I just like wrote down a bunch in the order of the year that they came out in. And I'm
Yeah,
just gonna
I
name
didn't.
some.
I didn't even do that. So.
Well, I was just like, well, because I wanted to have some kind of format, but I didn't want to be like, oh, I'm gonna have like 20 of these and they're all
Yeah.
gonna be this or that. I just like wrote shit down. I wrote what year they are. I reorganized them in the year that they came out in. So it goes from, first to or from way before until most recent. So
Okay.
anyway, I'm just gonna name shit off, and then you're gonna let me know and then you'll chime in, see if you want to talk about it or not, and then
Yeah.
yeah, well then if we have stuff that's left over,
Yeah.
we'll
Yeah.
go to yours or whatever. Anyway,
Yeah. Yeah.
so that's how we're gonna do this.
This isn't gonna be like a hop back and forth. This will be like
Yeah, no,
Daniel's gonna
it's
talk
just
about what
like
he's talking about, and
I'm
then
just gonna bring up a name of the movie. If Josh wants to talk about it, I can hop in. Whatever.
yeah. And
We're
if
just gonna
Daniel
talk.
doesn't mention something that I'm thinking about, I'll throw it in at the end.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna throw shit out there, and then we're gonna
All
go
right.
ahead and get on it. So
What you got on there first?
this is an oldie because it's from 1963. It's called Birds.
Birds.
The
Man, I have
Birds.
not seen the birds in a long
This
time.
is it's a classic Alfred Hitchcock movie from 1963.
God damn, I don't even remember what happens in the birds.
I mean, as you would imagine, a bunch of birds attack. Which another reason why I bring this up is because I mentioned earlier in this episode that I was replaying Alan Wake.
hmm
There, birds attack you in that game, like at the end of episode 2.
Yeah.
And there's like a bunch of different like references in that game that I was like, whoa, dude, they reference like The Shining and like the birds and like a bunch of other stuff. And I'm sure there's more. I haven't beat the game yet, so I'm sure there's more things that I'll
Uh-huh.
talk about. But yeah, like the birds. It's one of those like classic movies that I'm like, this is good.
It's a good
This is a
movie.
classic. This is definitely like when I think of like Halloween movies, this is one of the ones that like I thought of like not really Halloween, but like horror like movies.
Yeah.
My list has like horror and Halloween. Like I didn't really
No,
have like
I'm the same because it's like when it gets this time of year, those are the kinds of movies I want to watch. It doesn't necessarily have to be
yeah,
related to.
exactly.
Like I have some that I know are like not necessarily related to Halloween. It's just a horror movie that I like to
Yeah,
watch
yeah.
every once
Yeah. I should have said that first. Like I should have put
in a
the disclaimer. I have like Halloween / horror movies in here, so just prepare yourself. So
Yeah,
like,
man. I'm the same.
So yeah, I just want to bring up The Birds. It's one of those like super classic old school movies that you know.
This was made during Hitchcock's peak.
Yep,
Uh,
1963.
yeah, like this was like North by Northwest. Psycho was just a little
Classic.
bit earlier.
Psycho was 60, I think.
Yeah, and then the Birds.
Which I didn't include on here, but Psycho, obviously, everybody knows about Psycho.
Everybody
It's
knows Psycho, man.
the classic. Everybody, yeah,
And remakes and TV shows of Psycho.
yeah. Exactly.
I haven't watched a lot of Hitchcock in a while, actually.
Mm. Yeah, like I haven't seen The Birds in the hot minute, but like it's one of those that like I saw like I think the last time was like a couple years ago, but it's still good. Like yeah, it's good stuff. Anyway,
Yeah.
another one that I have is Night of the Living Dead from 1968.
Yes, I'm gonna rewatch this.
This is one of those movies that I figured that you wanted to rewatch because when you talked about it earlier about wanting to rewatch some of these like zombie movies or whatever, this is a classic right here. Night of the Living Dead, 1968. George Romero,
It's the
old
it's the
school,
one that started all the zombie
black,
movies, man.
black and white.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
They have color versions
definitely
out there, but I prefer black and white.
yeah,
Um,
it's one of those movies that it's one of my favorite zombie movies.
I
It's
think you can watch this for free. I think on YouTube because uh, all the rights were kind of weird, copyright weird.
the poster says Night of the Living Dead. They keep coming back in the bloodthirsty lust for human flesh pits the dead against the living in a struggle for survival. So yeah, this is like I said, classic movie. Both Josh and I love this movie. Uh Based off his reaction to how I said it, I assume
Yes,
he loves it. Yeah,
yes,
we both.
because a couple of weeks ago I went on this weird tangent where I looked up all the Romero zombie movies and just read about
Mhm,
them because I'd never really done that. Like sometimes I'll do that. I'll just think of
mhm.
something like I want to read the trivia and like some of the stuff about this, and like these movies have tons of trivia about them.
Oh, I'm sure, man. I'm sure
And
they do.
yeah, these you can go watch this on YouTube right now, like because it's in the public domain. Like there's no copyrights for it because it's they like fucked up copyright shit back in the day with this movie.
Yeah.
Uh, did you know that they remade this in like 1990-ish?
I do. Yeah,
I
I
remember
know that there's a
seeing that
remake of this.
version.
I don't even remember that one, to be honest.
It has the guy that played the Candyman in it. I can't think of his name. Uh,
Candyman. Shit. What's his name?
I think this was they made a not making that up.
Tony Todd?
Yeah, that's it. He's in it.
Let me see. Night of the Living Dead. Yeah, Tony Todd. He's in it.
Yeah.
Night of the Living Dead, 1990. Yeah, I mean, I knew that there was a remake, but I don't really remember this one a whole lot, to be honest. I know that it existed, but I don't.
So
If when I think of Night of the Living Dead, I always think of the classic one.
so this one was the reason I bring it up is because this one the remake is directed by Tom
Savini, yeah.
Savini, um, who did if you look at some of the other Living Dead movies, he did a lot of the stunt work. He played like one of the bikers in the one where they're in the mall.
Mm,
Uh, like he was big with Romero, and he remade
gotcha.
it in '90, his version or directed it.
Interesting.
So kind of a weird thing.
Huh.
Um,
Yeah, there's so many of these like zombie movies, like Dawn of the Dead, Night of the Living Dead,
and
something
then
something of the
and
Dead.
then they're so old they want to remake them.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, but the original is just it's such a fucking classic. Uh,
yeah.
and also like ahead of its time almost.
Night
Because
of the Living
this
Dead. Yeah,
yeah,
man.
because this was in the fucking '60s, and like the main star is a black man.
He's a black guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So like,
for sure.
and not like and the character isn't portrayed in a fucking stupid ass stereotype dreamed up by some dumb old white dude. He's like an actual normal person, you know.
Yeah, man.
Uh, This is a good movie. Go watch it if you've never seen it. Like, even though
Yeah,
it's
Night
like
of the Living Dead is a classic. You should, yeah, it's black and white, but like Josh said, you could probably find it in color somewhere
hmm
if you're not into the black and white. But it's really good. It's one of my favorite zombie movies, without a doubt.
yeah.
It's incredible.
I firmly stand behind that you should watch it in black and white.
Uh-huh.
I think that's the way it's meant to be seen. But if you want to watch it in color, you can do that too. It exists out there somewhere.
Uh-huh. Now, this next one is gonna be one that I think Josh is not gonna be a fan of.
Oh, it's a doll one.
Well, we're not there yet,
Okay.
but I have one. I have a few on, maybe a few on this list that you may not
All
like
right,
that are
then hit
dolls.
me.
This one is actually I'm not really too sure. The Exorcist from 1973.
I've
Now,
actually never seen The Exorcist.
oh, okay.
My
This
dad
is
tries to
yeah.
get me to. I refuse to watch it because it's
y-
terrifying out here.
You should check it out. Yeah, I mean, listen. Back in the day, people were like legit, like terrified and like obviously I wasn't alive then, but like
Yeah.
you can just like I remember hearing and like seeing and stuff about people saying that
Yeah.
they were just like completely and utterly terrified of this movie.
Look, my dad's a He-Man. This movie scares him. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, like,
Yeah,
like you want to
it's
watch something
wild, man.
scary? Watch The fucking
I
Exorcist.
I haven't seen it in a while, but I remember watching this like forever ago, and I this is probably one of those movies I saw when I probably shouldn't have seen it,
Yeah.
but I'm fine. I turned out okay. But anyway, yeah, this is one of those like another classic movie that I think is definitely one of the ones that I remember when I think of like horror movies and stuff. I'm not like a huge fan of like possession, like exorcism type movies.
I'm not either.
You know, like the Exorcism of Emily Rose or whatever. Like I'm not a huge fan of those kind of movies.
I saw that
But
one.
I think like if you're gonna have one of these in the mix, it would probably have to be The Exorcist. I think
Yeah.
it's pretty wild. I would say if you haven't seen it, check it out. You know, just yeah, give it a shot. It's a classic. It's got Max von Sydow in it. You
Yeah.
know, he's a good guy, good dude.
Scary,
But yeah,
scary
I mean,
folks.
I haven't seen it in a hot minute. It's a spoopy movie, of course.
Defined horror for years, but definitely a lot
Absolutely.
of things even today are probably still inspired by The Exorcist.
Yeah. So this movie terrified a generation of people.
Still
Uh,
terrifies.
yeah, I mean, there's some people that like refuse to watch it,
Like me.
like Josh. Yeah,
I
like
refuse to
Josh.
watch it. I know that shit's scary and I don't want to
You,
see it. I have
you gotta watch it, man. You gotta watch it.
I got a hard limit on some things.
You gotta watch it, dude. That's to be your next one that you watch, dude.
Mm-mm,
Uh, it's only 2 hours and 2 minutes.
mm-mm.
It's fine. You'll be all right. Um, but yeah, the next one on my list here is one that came out like a year later. This one is another classic movie. It is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre from 1974.
Man, I don't know if I ever saw the original.
This
I saw
one,
the remake.
there's so many of these like of these movies. Like yeah, the Chainsaw Massacre one. There's like
hmm
there's sequels, there's remakes, there's so many of them. But like I put the original one on here because it's the one that started it all. And this is a crazy ass movie. You guys haven't seen it. I haven't seen it in a while. This is one of those ones that I would have to revisit again because it's been so long. But it's like whenever I think of these horror Halloween movies, this has to be in there. Like it is a absolute classic. Leatherface is a classic horror,
hmm
character.
They put him in fucking Mortal Kombat, yo.
Yeah, he's in Mortal Kombat. He's in Dead by Daylight. He's in a bunch of stuff. You know what I mean? Like he's classic. Um, yeah, it's definitely one of those ones where you're like, this one has to be in there. You know what I mean? Because like, how could you not? Like, even if you haven't seen it, just watch it, find out for yourself. It's a rated R horror movie,
Yeah.
so there's gonna be some wild shit. And with a name like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, you can
Yeah.
You have to imagine if you haven't seen it. You just picture things that
What's
you
really
might
crazy
see.
is like the budget versus what it made. Like it was like
Especially back then,
yeah,
yeah, for
like
sure.
for 80 or 74 rather.
74, yeah,
It made
1974.
eight. It was made for like 80,000 to $140,000. It made like 39 or 30.9 million. That is the stupid numbers. Like,
Yeah, that's why they made all these. There's a bunch of them.
I don't know if I ever saw the original. I probably did, probably before I should have seen it. I saw the remake though, and
Yeah, I
it's
saw a
just
lot
as
of these.
good.
I saw a lot
Yeah.
of these before I should have. So that's why I have like pretty like I always think of
Like
these when I.
we grew up with horror movies, man. Like
Yeah, I did. I sure did.
I sure did. Like going over to my grandmother's. She likes scary movies. She fucking put on like not necessarily for us, for herself, or like, but we'll all get together, my sisters and my cousins, and we'll watch fucking Jason, like Friday the 13th,
Yeah, man.
and watch those movies, or Freddy Krueger. We'd grow up with them,
Hmm.
and I am fine. I turned out okay.
Shit, I did too, man. And I watched a lot of this stuff like before I should have.
But yeah, the last Texas Chainsaw Massacre I saw was the 2003 one, with Jessica Biel, and he was in it.
Cool, cool,
Uh,
cool.
Arlie Ermy. Uh,
Do you use? No, I'm kidding. Moving on from Texas Chainsaw Massacre, we have Halloween, the original from 1978.
yeah,
Now, this is another John Carpenter classic movie. It's simply called Halloween.
Halloween.
Like it's like that's the title. They didn't call it anything else. They're just like, yeah, fuck you guys. We're just gonna call this movie Halloween. The theme is iconic. Everybody knows it.
Absolutely.
Like that's like probably the main thing. Michael Myers, another iconic Halloween horror character. Uh, Jamie Lee Curtis as Laurie Strode is
Spawned a fucking
also
franchise that's still going.
iconic. That's still coming along. Which,
Yeah.
by the way, we might as well talk about it. But Halloween 2018, is another thing.
I still haven't got to
That,
see it.
yeah,
I
you
need
gotta
to.
check it out. Dude.
I
You
need
gotta
to.
check
I
it.
just haven't had time.
It's good. I like it. I thought it was enjoyable. Because I think as of recent, these horror movies like have been getting better. Because for a while there, they
Eh,
were really like they were
Stinky.
really they stunk like for a big while there.
Everybody likes to focus on like the gore.
Yeah,
I
like
feel
all of
like I feel like if you move away from that a little bit, it gets better for me. Like
for
they
sure.
get very, I feel like when Hostel and all those movies came out, they all became like
Like the torture porn
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah. I know. I get you. I understand. Yeah. So anyway, Halloween 1978. It started again a fucking franchise that's still coming to this day. That's still getting two more sequels
Mhm.
after the one from last year. My question is, why the hell did they name the movie from last year also Halloween?
I guess because they
Because if Halloween is a sequel to Halloween, you're gonna be like, huh?
figured so much time had passed. I guess be like the only thing I
Yeah,
could think
but
of.
like this is a sequel to the first one because they like forgot about the other ones. It's like Halloween is a sequel to Halloween.
I don't know.
I don't know why they named it that way, but the next one is gonna be called like Halloween Kills, and then the one after that is Halloween Ends, I think.
I
So it's just it's fucking weird, man. I mean, it's a good movie, but I don't know why the 2018 Halloween was called just Halloween. They should have called it something else.
Anyway, I still go back and I still watch all of. I mean, I watch Halloween 2. I skip Halloween 3 Season of the Witch because that doesn't really have to do with Michael Myers. That's a whole different Halloween. But I fucking watch all the others, like even the bad ones, like 4 and 5. I watch them all, man. They're just great. I love them because they're just I don't know. Like I grew up with them, I guess. Like
Yeah.
I love
But
Halloween.
anyway, Halloween,
Every
man.
year I'll watch at least the first one.
It's one of the ones that I had to have on here
Damn right.
because again, it's
I'd
an
be
iconic.
disappointed if it wasn't on here.
Yeah, for sure, right? Now this next one is one that people might not think of, or maybe like I don't know, like when you think of Halloween movies, this might not be one you think of, but it's definitely in my eyes a horror movie, and that is Alien from 1979.
Yeah,
Ridley Scott. It's a horror movie. First one.
definitely.
Horror sci-fi. So this is one of the ones that, you know, uh, another classic. You know, we've brought this movie up before plenty of times because we got the whole bit that Josh and I
Yeah,
have with the why don't you put her
are
in
in
charge
charge. Yeah.
and all that stuff. And we've brought up Sigourney Weaver as Ripley in other episodes as well. And
We love her, and she's great.
she's amazing.
And
Yeah,
if I ever get
but
the chance to interview her, I would totally do that.
yeah, fucking Alien, man, horror movie for sure.
Absolutely.
Again, I don't know if it's something that you necessarily think of when you think of Halloween. Maybe some people do, like maybe like me. Like I kind of like group in Halloween and horror movies like together
For me,
in a thing.
October's the month to be scared. It doesn't necessarily
Yeah,
have to be Halloween. It could be anything that's scary
yeah.
to you.
So that's why I kind of have it that way. But yeah, I mean, yeah. And when I think of movies like that, fucking Halloween, dude, absolutely. I
Yeah,
mean, Alien, yeah, Alien and Halloween. But yeah,
yeah.
fucking Alien, I have to include in my list.
I watched
Um,
it. What we watched it. We watched it together not too long ago,
yeah, it was. I forget how long ago, but it wasn't
like a
like
month or
super.
two. That
Yeah. It was
or
great, man.
no, a couple months.
It was it was
Time
more than
flies,
that.
and I remember it like it was
It was
yesterday.
more than that, dude. It was a while ago, but it was yeah. Anyway, great movie,
Yeah.
great movie. We've talked about that plenty. Uh, Now here's one that Josh mentioned briefly, since we're gonna be moving on here. Friday the 13th, 1980.
Classic.
Classic
Spawned the
movie,
franchise.
another franchise, another iconic killer. Uh, yeah, I know you were saying, Josh, that you used to watch this like quite a bit.
All of them. Most of them. There was like a Friday the 13th movie that came out almost every year during the 80s and 90s. It was crazy.
I'm probably I'm sure there must have been.
Like,
How many of them are there? Do you
there's
know?
so many. I got a list up right here. There's the Friday the 13th. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 if you count Freddy versus Jason. I do. And then
Uh-huh.
there's like a
Yeah.
remake. So there's like 13 or 12 or
That's
13.
that's a lot of fucking movies, man.
Uh-huh. They even have the fucking Jason X where he's in fucking space.
Oh
I
my
I
god,
love
yeah.
Jason X. That movie's so terrible. I watch it, love it. I love it.
I don't even remember a lot of these, dude. I don't even know if I've seen some of these because
I've
there's so many.
seen most of. I think I've seen almost all of them at least once.
That's fucking crazy, dude. But
But
yeah,
yeah,
Friday the 13th,
uh,
classic horror movie. You gotta include this
they
on here.
tried to remake it and it didn't do that well. I don't think. And but
Jason
I feel like
Voorhees,
this is gonna get remade again at some point. And they're gonna,
probably.
especially the
Probably.
way things are going nowadays. Love them. Jason, I was never scared in Friday the 13th. I don't think I ever really was scared when I watched these movies, but they're scary movies.
Speaking of remaking, I heard that LeBron James was supposed to like be in the mix to remake it, which is weird, but
I don't know,
anyway.
maybe.
But yeah, classic movie. Everybody knows Friday the 13th.
Jason Takes Manhattan.
Jason's gonna be in Space Jam.
Jason, the final chapter. A new beginning. The final Friday. Jason goes to hell. So weird. There's so many weird Jasons.
The final chapter slash the new beginning. Like, wait a minute. What?
Yeah, right.
Is it ending or is it beginning?
The new blood. Oh God.
Oh shit, Wolfenstein. Damn. Oh, that's the old blood. Never mind. Anyway.
Then there's Wolfenstein Youngblood.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. Anyway. So yeah, Friday the 13th. Moving on, we have The Thing from 1982.
Yes, I'm so glad you put this on your list.
Had to have it on here. This is again another good one, dude. Another horror sci-fi mystery.
This one is scary.
Yes. Absolutely.
Because anybody could be the bad guy.
Yeah. Those are, I feel like those are the worst movies. It's not like when like it could be like when something can actually kind of happen, you know what I mean? Like when it's like
Mhm.
more grounded into reality, that makes shit more scary than like having Jason or Michael Myers or whatever, you know.
And for the 80s, the effects are fucking crazy, weird and creepy and gross. There's a fucking head that gets detached and grows fucking legs and starts like
This is
walking
another movie we
around.
watched several months ago, remember? And it
Got it.
was it's crazy, man.
It's one of my absolute favorites. I think there's a role playing game or a board
Yeah, there,
game.
there might be. I think I remember
There's a
seeing something.
board game of it for sure. There was a video game.
But
Did you know there was a thing video game?
yeah, I think I remember seeing something like that. It was called something else, though, right? Or was it called?
I think it
I
was
don't know.
called The Thing. It was from
Oh,
2002. I was 12.
oh, damn. Oh yeah, I see. I think I do remember. That was like a PS2 game,
Yep.
an Xbox game. Yeah, I remember that. Now that you brought it up, I do remember.
They also made a
But
prequel.
yeah,
We don't talk about that.
you got Keith David, you got Kurt Russell, you got Peter Maloney, you got all these Charles Callahan. It's a great movie, man. Like The Thing is a classic. If you haven't seen The Thing, I don't know what your thing is. Okay, what your deal is. All right,
Go see it.
go watch The Thing, man. It's an incredible movie.
Just be prepared. There's some gross shit in it. Like just
This
because
is,
the effects are crazy.
by the way, another John Carpenter movie.
Yep.
But yeah, there's some really sick shit in this for sure. Absolutely.
Effects are nuts, especially for an
And
80s movie, man. It's crazy.
yeah. And this is another one of those movies that also got a remake, like in 2011, I think. But you watch the original.
It's a prequel actually.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a prequel that kind of leads into it. It follows the team.
Mm.
You remember at the beginning of the thing where the dog?
Yeah.
So the prequel ends with that happening.
Oh, okay.
So it's cool. It's
Interesting.
I never saw the remake. I just know that's what it's about. Or not the
Okay.
remake, the prequel rather.
Yeah. Okay.
It's kind
Well,
of a remake slash prequel.
watch the '82 version
Yeah,
still because it's fantastic.
that's definitely the one you should watch first.
Yep. I had to have this on there. I was like, this definitely
Fucking Kurt Russell's so good. In the movie.
got to have it on there, man.
Like greedy. He's got such a good name.
Yeah. Now another one that probably people won't think of as like a horror movie, but I do, is the original Terminator movie.
Yeah.
Because Arnold in the first movie is definitely a villain. He is an iconic one at that. The T-800 Terminator is yeah. I mean, this is people think of it as like an action movie or whatever. It is, but I think to me it's a horror movie because
For me, it's a horror movie.
yeah, like the second one is absolutely an action
Yeah,
movie,
absolutely. Yeah.
but the first one is a horror movie, kind of like Aliens. Like Alien, the first one is a horror movie, but the second one is an action one. This was to me is kind of like that as well. I mean, fucking Arnold is a scary bastard in that movie. 1984, dude, heck of a movie, dude.
Good movies came out.
It really did. Like I have this is like I have 4 movies in 84. This is only one of them. Okay, so this year alone, 1984, Terminator was only one of like 4 that I have on here. But yeah, this one is one of those ones that like really, again, people don't really think of necessarily as like a horror movie, but if you think about it, it is. To watch it, you'll see that it is. So I have to have it on here, and of course, Arnold is iconic as the Terminator. Like, there's a new one coming out. Again, another franchise, which they're not all horror, but like it still spawned the franchise that's still going to this day. Yeah, I mean, like if you really don't remember this first movie, because I think most people when they think of Terminator, it's like, oh, T2, right? Like that's the one that people rewatch Terminator 1 because it's definitely a different kind of movie to Terminator 2. And even though it's kind of they're still in the same franchise or whatever, it's definitely, this one's a little bit more of a horror movie.
I think you can even watch it for free on some websites right now with ads. Like,
You might be
you know
able
how
to, yeah.
sometimes they'll do that,
Yeah, we can watch free, but with a
like
bunch of ads.
Voodoo or even YouTube. I watched
Yeah,
something on there
Voodoo.
the other day.
I was gonna say Voodoo does that all the time. They have like a bunch of free movies you can watch, but with ads and stuff.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, that's the first one from 1984. The second one I have from 1984 is A Nightmare on Elm Street. Yes,
Yeah, you
Freddy
boy
Krueger.
Freddy.
My boy Freddy. My profile picture on Discord currently is me, with the hand and the
Yeah.
hat or whatever, in my Freddy Krueger thing. Nightmare on Elm Street, classic. This is another one of those movies that I remember really watching as a kid before I should have.
Same.
Yeah, it's. I mean, Freddy Krueger, dude.
We keep saying it, but spawned a fucking franchise.
Spawned a franchise of a million movies and remake
And a crossover with fucking Jason Voorhees.
isn't that interesting though? How like all these horror movies have like a million sequels and like remakes and like crossovers and shit. Like all of these have like so much, dude. Like there's so much to these, and just like it's just a movie. They all have like a bunch to it, man.
I really like Dream Warriors.
This is a Wes Craven movie. It has a young Johnny Depp in it. For those who forget,
Yep.
he is in this movie. Robert Englund is Freddy Krueger.
I think he'll always be Freddy. To be honest, I don't think anybody else will be Freddy for me personally.
Yeah, no, that he is Freddy. Then you got Heather Langenkamp as Nancy. She's the iconic woman character in that. But yeah, I mean Freddy Krueger. Like, what else can we say? Yeah, Robert Englund is so good. The the little 1-2 Freddy's coming for you.
Yeah, the whole
Or
little
whatever.
thing. Uh-huh.
That whole thing is great, and
There's crime.
it's funny how like Freddy first started off as like a legit horror movie. Then like, as it progressed, he became more of a goofball.
He
Like in
becomes
these other,
he becomes like a comedy character.
he does. It's funny though. It's it is what it is. But
Yeah.
it's cool, man. I
It's
like
not
Friday the
bad.
13th.
Not bad that
Yeah.
he like. I think that's what makes Freddy memorable later on. Is
For
like he's
sure,
just
yeah,
goofy.
because he's like that kind of character. Yeah,
Kills people in fucking weird ways.
he does. Yeah,
Like a pinball. I think there's a pinball machine.
there's so many ones. Again, a lot of these I haven't seen in so long because I used to watch them when I was a kid. But like,
Dream Warriors, I feels like is the one we watch the most,
it's just
which is not Nightmare on Elm Street 3.
yeah. There's so many, man. There's so many of these movies. So many franchise horror movies. Next up is Ghostbusters, 1984.
Fuck
This
yeah,
is
that's a perfect Halloween movie.
hell yeah, man. Ghostbusters. Who you gonna call, dude? Ghostbusters, right? Like, why not? You have your Stay Puffed, your Slimer, your your Bill Murray, your fucking
The cast for that movie is insane.
yeah, dude. Your Harold Ramis, your Rick Moranis, your fucking Dan Aykroyd,
Even the
Sigourney
minor
Weaver.
characters are like.
It's great, man. Ernie Hudson, everybody. This is a fantastic movie. I like the first one a lot more than I like the second one. And I'll be honest, I've never seen the remake.
Mm.
I've never seen it, but I have no interest in seeing it.
Me either.
I'm excited for the next one coming out next year.
Mm-hmm.
That is exciting. So yeah, that I'm looking forward to. But yeah, the 1984 one, awesome movie. Definitely, if you guys haven't had a chance, check it out. I don't know how, what planet you're living on if you haven't seen Ghostbusters yet, but give it a shot. It's cool stuff. Again, I'm not one of those that you probably wouldn't think of, but to me, I'm like, yeah, why not? Throw this in there.
Ah, man, Ghostbusters totally deserves to be on that list.
Gremlins is my next one, another 84 movie. So Gremlins, 1984. Obviously, it takes place during like Christmas time.
For me, this is a Halloween and a Christmas movie.
Yeah, which by the way, I have another one of Halloween Christmas movies coming up later in the list. But for now, yeah, for sure, yeah, this one works for both. Yeah,
this one's a twofer for sure.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, I saw this one again like some earlier this year again.
Yeah, we watched it. Kitty had never seen it, so we watched it.
Yeah, it was great, man.
We
This
watched it
is
and
an
the sequel.
awesome movie. Yeah, this is an awesome movie. Who doesn't love Gremlins, man?
It's so good.
Yeah, Gizmo, you got your fucking crazy ass. It, it's such a fun movie, dude. Like it's a fun like horror movie. Like you wouldn't even like think of it because it has so much comedy in it. It's like
Yeah.
you know what I mean. Like it's more fun than it is horror, but like it still is like a horror movie. But
Yeah.
anyway,
It's definitely scarier than the second one.
yeah. The second one
Second
is
one
like
leans
way
hard
too
into the
goofy.
comedy.
Yeah. It really
That
does.
first one's just scary enough.
Yeah, it is. I agree. Especially after watching the second one, you're like, man, this is just a goofball
Yeah,
of a thing.
it was weird when we rewatched them and we saw the second one and I hadn't seen it in so long. I'm like, wow, this is not as
Yeah,
good as I remember.
yeah, definitely. But yeah, we can move on. I have the 1986's The Fly with Jeff Goldblum.
Man, I haven't seen
Uh,
this in a long time.
Same, but I was like thinking of coming up with these movies. And I'm like, wait a minute, I like that movie, even though I haven't seen it in so long. It's like, yeah, dude, The Fly, absolutely, man, Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah. See,
This is a crazy one,
I
man.
saw the 1958 one.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, that's even older one. But the one that I always think of when I think of The Fly is this one. But yeah, I know that. Yeah, there's an older one for sure.
Yeah, and then they both have sequels too.
Yeah,
I love them. I love them. I like them all. Like The Fly, it's fucking. I haven't seen it in a long time, but primo, great.
yeah. Which, by the way, has Gina Davis in it, which
Yep.
you may recognize from Glow, as she was most recently in. Remember,
Hmm?
she's in fucking The Fly, and it's a cool movie, man. It's you know Jeff Goldblum turns into a fly, so
Not like a little fly, a big fly.
he's a big fly. Yeah, he's a big fly.
Got like acid vomit. It's fucking gross.
Yeah, yeah. It's pretty bonkers if
Yeah,
you haven't seen it.
they got some crazy effects in this
This is
movie.
another 80s movie that I would recommend you guys to watch if you haven't seen it already because it's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man, I haven't seen that.
Same, dude. A lot of these I really haven't seen in forever. Now this next one for sure I know Josh is not gonna be. Child's Play from 1988.
Nope.
Your boy Chuck, Chucky. He's your best friend till the end or whatever the fuck he says. He's your good guy doll. He's
He's nothing to me because I don't watch those movies.
yeah. That's funny. Yeah, he's classic, dude. Classic. Child's Play is another one. Chucky's another one of those iconic horror, movie villains. That's a fucking doll. Okay. And Josh doesn't like dolls, so that's why he doesn't know
It's
about
not that
this.
I don't like dolls. I just don't like Chucky. I don't like the idea of a living doll. Look, I had GI Joes when I was a kid. I wasn't scared of my sister's toys, but I didn't like Chucky. The fucked up part is that I have cousins that had the fucking Chucky doll though, like the doll that was
Mhm.
Chucky.
I did too.
Fuck no,
I did
nah,
too.
not cool.
There was some even more fucked up stuff that happened. I remember I had older cousins that would lock us in a closet with the Chucky doll,
No, dude, no, that's not
and
cool.
that happened to me once. So I mean, I turned out fine, but like you can imagine how that could fuck some kid up. You know what I mean?
I think it's just childhood trauma for me is when I can't watch them now. It's like just they take me
Yeah.
back, and I'm like, nah, I can't.
Nah,
Yeah.
I get you. I understand. Everybody has something like that. I think, right? So for sure, man. But yeah, there was even a remake of this. There's a bunch of, again, another franchise movie. I feel like we have been saying that with every one of these movies almost.
It's
They're all
crazy though,
franchise
right?
movies. They spawned a bunch of sequels.
They came out in the
It-
80s and spawned a bunch of sequels and became franchises. It's crazy.
this one had a remake this year with Mark Hamill and like whatever. I haven't seen that one. I want to check it out, even though I'm like, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I mean, you know,
Yeah.
it really is crazy how these movies spawn like all these you know sequels and shit. But anyway, next up on here I have This is the other one that I have. That's a horror. Well, it's not really a horror movie, but it's the Chris. This is more of a Christmas slash Halloween movie.
Mhm.
The Nightmare Before Christmas. I love this movie.
Yeah,
This is probably my favorite Halloween
it's a
movie.
double header. Yeah, same.
Yeah, I really like this one, man. I really do. Nightmare Before Christmas. I could. This is one that I've been like making a tradition for myself within the past several years that I've
Mhm.
watched both. I watch it both on Halloween and on Christmas. I've been doing that like for the past several years now.
Yeah,
Great movie, man.
love
Such
it.
a
Go up with
uh,
it.
the funny thing is like I'm not even like a huge fan of like musicals, man. And this one, I don't
Same.
know, dude. It's just one of those like musical movies that I like really enjoy, dude. It's such a fun movie, you know?
Yeah. Like, there's
A
not a lot to say.
fun.
We love it. We just love it.
Yeah, I
It's
mean, I
great.
love it. I'm gonna be watching it again sometime before this month is over. I haven't seen it yet, but I have to check it out again. And then, yeah, I mean, yeah, there's nothing really that I can say other than it's a really really fun movie. I really enjoy it. I love the cast. Fucking like for a while, I didn't even know that Chris Sarandon was the voice of fucking Jack Skellington. And when I
Mhm.
found that, I was like, "What?" Which, if you guys don't know who Chris Sarandon is, he's fucking the whatchamacallit, the vampire from Fright Night and shit. And he's like, he's also in like The Princess Bride and other things like. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, I love Nightmare Before Elm Street or Nightmare Before Elm Street and fucking Nightmare Before Christmas. Both. I
To be
love
fair, there's a
both.
lot of late horror movies got a lot of the same title in it.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, that's another movie, but I like them both. So fuck it, it made it
Yep.
work. Moving on. Here's kind of I don't know if this is kind of an interesting one because I guess it fits into this, but have you seen American Psycho with Christian Bale?
I have, but it's been a long time.
2000. He's a crazy motherfucker that kills people.
Yep.
So I was like, I'll just throw this in there because you know it might not be one that is like normally traditionally thought about, but he's still a crazy motherfucker that kills people.
Yep.
Christian Bale, 2000, American Psycho. Uh, some funny moments in this, some crazy moments in this. He's a crazy New York guy who starts killing people.
Yeah, this one kind of messes with the head a little bit.
Yeah, he plays Huey Lewis in the news and like starts cutting people up, and he's a weird guy. He talks about returning videotapes and back when videotapes were a thing, because this movie came out in the year 2000, which was 19 years ago, and goddamn, it's forever ago.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, this is something that like I threw in like later into the list when I was like kind of like, oh, I'll
Yeah.
just throw this in just because
Yeah.
it might be like an honorable mention or whatever. But anyway, how about this one, dude?
All right, hit me.
2001, Jeepers Creepers. Have you?
Yes.
Do you remember this
I
one?
love Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah, man. There was like two. There's like three of them, I think.
Yeah, they spawned a franchise, like a little mini franchise.
Yeah, I have not seen the third one. I've seen the first two, and I like. The first one is pretty good. The second one, I don't remember too much, but I think it was. I think I enjoyed that one. I don't remember, but yeah, Jeepers Creepers, the first one, crazy man,
Yeah, I've seen
crazy,
the
crazy
first one
stuff.
and the second one. I don't know if I've seen the third one or not.
I have not seen it because it came out like 2 years ago. I haven't seen it. Jeepers Creepers. It's crazy. Like at the end, like spoiler at the end of the movie when he like fucking takes out the dude's eyes and shit, and oh
Yeah.
man, it's a fucking poor Justin Long, dude. But anyway,
Yeah. It's a good movie.
it's
Jeepers
good, man.
Creepers. I haven't
It's
seen
a
it.
good horror movie. I haven't
Plus
seen
it
it in a
plus
while
it has a
either.
little jingle.
Yeah, Jeepers
Creeper.
Creepers.
Drives around that fucking truck thing.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's yeah. This is another one that I added later into my list. I was like, wait a minute, I have that.
Oh hell yeah, dude! Jeepers Creepers.
Fuck yeah, dude.
It's not as popular as like some of the other ones, but man, it's still that first one's good.
Yeah, man.
Go watch it
I'm
if you
gonna
haven't seen it.
I'm gonna start getting into a couple more of these animated ones that are like Halloween movies,
Oh yeah,
like Corpse Bride. Have you seen this one?
I haven't seen Corpse Bride now.
I don't know why, but I like these like weird like stop motion like animation like weird
Hmm.
animated like Tim Burton type movies like Corpse Bride. I
Yeah.
like it, man. This is fun. I haven't seen it in a little bit, but it's one that I'm like, yeah, this is one of those animated ones that I like definitely seen and would see again.
So this
I
was
haven't seen it in a little bit.
2005. Yeah.
2005, yes, Corpse Bride 2005. It's a Tim Burton movie. It has Johnny Depp and Helena Bonham Carter, two main characters of the movie. It's Christopher Lee before he passed away with the voice in this. Even Danny Elfman himself, which did the soundtrack, was also one of the voices.
Cool.
Uh, yeah, it's a fun animated movie. I would recommend it if you're into that kind of stuff. Like if you like the it's like a Nightmare Before Christmas type thing, one of those. So check it out if you haven't seen it.
I will if I ever get time.
Here's another like horror movie, which is a 2006 one. It's Slither by James Gunn. Have you seen this one?
I haven't seen it. I always heard
This one's
it was
wild,
good,
dude.
but I haven't seen
Yeah,
it.
it is. I like it. It's pre Guardians of the Galaxy James Gunn, 2006. It's got Michael Rooker, Elizabeth Banks, Nathan Fillion. Uh, it's this is crazy, man. Like I don't want to like you haven't seen it, so I don't want to spoil anything, but you should check it out, dude. You should check it out. It's pretty fucking nuts, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would recommend checking that. It's again, this is like James Gunn pre Guardians, so like, you kind of get a little bit of taste of what what his horror movie style is, and you got some solid actors in here. Like I said, you got Nathan Fillion and Banks and Michael Rooker and a bunch of other people. It's just it's awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely check that. Another animated one that I have here, I don't know if you've seen, is Coraline from 2009.
No, see the animation for Coraline always kind of threw me.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's
It's a
again,
little
it's
weird.
another, it's another one of those like weird, like these weird. Like again, I'm kind of I like these like weird animated movie type things,
Yeah.
but I can understand how the animation. It is a little weird, but I like it. I thought this one was a pretty neat.
Yeah.
It came out in 2009, so this is a 10-year-old movie at this point. Um, but yeah, it's another one of those that like definitely I enjoy, so I threw it in there. And then another 2009 movie, Zombieland. Uh,
Zombieland. I like Zombieland.
Zombieland from 2009, 10-year-old movie. The second one just came out this year. I haven't seen it yet. I plan to check it out at some point. But the first one is awesome. I really enjoyed this one when it came out. And I mean, yeah, it's crazy to me how much like from the second movie or from the first to the second movie, they look like everybody like the main characters looks exactly the same except for the little girl who's like grown up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody else looks like exactly the same. I'm like, damn. But yeah, Zombieland, the first one is it's awesome. Like they have like the rules and the double tap and this and that.
Yeah.
And they all the main characters like names are. It's a little bit of a comedy horror,
Yeah.
adventure type thing,
I
but
mean,
it's
fuck, they
still
meet
horror.
Bill Murray in the.
Yeah, I mean
It's
Bill
crazy.
Murray's in it, and
Yeah.
it's again it's a little bit more
Good. I love
of a comedy,
Zombieland. I
but
love that
it's
first one.
it's a horror movie too, so I threw it in there because it's
Definitely.
fun. Yeah,
Love them.
for sure, for sure. What else we got here? Another like animated one is Paranorman. I don't know if you've seen this one.
I have not.
It's there's ghosts and zombies and stuff. And it's a pretty neat movie. Another one of those like weird animated style movies. But I recommend it. It's if you like that style of the movie, like with the weird animation stuff that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I have another one of those too, by the way. After this, which is the
Cool.
last one. There's a few of these that I have. which is Frankenweenie. Again,
Haven't seen it either.
black and white. Another one of these weird animated style movies that's kind of like Corpse Bride, uh, and Nightmare Before Christmas and things like that. These are all kind of like in the same vein, like weird animation stuff. But it's cool. This one has like Winona Ryder in it, Martin Short, Tom Kenny, of course, legendary Tom Kenny. Yeah, it's neat. Another Tim Burton movie, so I would if you're into that,
Hell yeah.
definitely check it out if you haven't. I enjoy it. Pretty good. Came out 2012. We're gonna skip up ahead some time.
Into the
To
future.
2017 with It, the new It.
I haven't seen the new It.
I know you have to though; it's so good. It is great. I haven't seen the second one yet, but this is what I mean with like there being a while where horror movies kind of like for me didn't work.
Yeah.
This is like one of the more recent ones that like worked for me because I'm like this is actually good, and I enjoyed it. And yeah, I like it. Like I said, I haven't seen the second one, but this first one worked for me. I like it. Good stuff. And even though the second one's out, I'm still looking forward to seeing it whenever I get to do that. There's a lot of movies that I like, recently come out that I haven't seen yet, but I will. And which like Zombieland 2 and It 2 and stuff like that. But yeah, It 1 was awesome. I think Skarsgård as Pennywise is great. I think the cast the kids that they got, like the kid from Stranger Things, Finn Wolfhard, he was good. All the kids were good. Like everybody, because most of the time you're like, are these kid actors going to be good or not, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like since like Stranger Things, where like the kid actors have become like more of a thing, they've like there's been other stuff like this movie, like It, where like the kid actors have been pretty good. So, yeah, I like this movie. So you guys should check it out. I know that there was also the It movie from like the '90s or whatever.
Yeah, it was a miniseries.
Yeah, with Tim Curry.
Have
and
you ever
stuff.
seen it?
I have. It's been forever
That's
though.
the one I've seen the most.
Yeah. So yeah, this is another one that has see the miniseries, the new It 2017, and then It Chapter 2, which just came out.
Yeah.
A lot of these horror movies are franchise. It's really nuts.
Yeah, I highly recommend the miniseries. Well, definitely good.
The newer movie. What else we got here? Oh, here we go. A Quiet Place from 2018.
Haven't seen it.
Dude, you have to check it out. This is like another one of those like modern horror movies that I really enjoy, dude. This is a really enjoyable one.
Everybody yells at me to go see it.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it yet.
You gotta check it out, dude. It's good stuff. I'm not gonna I don't want to talk about it too much because Josh hasn't seen it, but
yeah,
Emily Blunt, John Krasinski, great stuff. And John Krasinski directed it as well. And they're making a second one. I think they wrapped filming too, so it'll come out like next year, I think.
yeah.
Yeah, check it out. It's awesome.
I'm going to.
Have you seen Get Out?
No.
Get Out is another movie from.
I haven't seen a lot of the recent ones. Like you said, like they had that period of horror movies.
There was a drought, yeah.
Yeah, and it was like I just never picked them up again after they started coming back out.
Yeah, I've been slowly watching more of them because they've been getting better. But yeah, like definitely give it a shot. You got some movies that I think are good that are more recent for horror movies.
And I think a lot of it is I like to watch horror movies with a group, and since Rabbit's like
I get
dead,
you.
we can't really do that now.
Yeah, I mean you can't really used to, but
it's not a lot of fun to watch a scary movie by yourself because that's when it gets really scary. At least with somebody else, you can be like, "Hold me." You know what I mean? Like.
And then the last thing I have on here is just the new Halloween, the one that came out last year.
All right.
Which we kind of talked about briefly already, but anyway, yeah, that's pretty much my list. There's a bunch of them on there. I'm sure there's other things that I didn't mention, like Shaun of the Dead, which is kind of like comedy horror,
Yeah.
and there's other stuff that I didn't put in there, but I don't want to have too much on there because I feel like even though I already had a lot. What do you got? You
I
got some
got
stuff?
I got a couple, just mostly things I want to mention. Like
Yeah, go for it.
Hocus Pocus is a yearly thing for me.
We were
Cause
talking about that earlier. Yeah.
yeah, cause I grew up with it. There's not a whole lot to say about it. It's fun. The next one is Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I don't know if you've ever seen Killer
All
Clowns from
right,
Outer
I've heard of
Space.
it. I don't know if I've seen it though, but I
It's
definitely heard of it.
100% free, by the way, right now. You can watch it on YouTube.
Oh damn!
I don't know if it's got ads or not, but I know you can watch it on there, and it's just ridiculous. It's not even like I don't even think it's got even really famous people in it.
Mhm.
It's just it's one of those it's scary. It's science fiction, horror, comedy. It's like all three things because it's Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Uh, it's just ridiculous. Like they use like blow up animals to kill people, and like they wrap people in cotton candy, and like it liquefies them, and they drink it with really giant silly straws. It's
That
stupid.
sounds
It's
ridiculous.
stupid, but it's funny. Like they use shadow puppets.
Oh, okay.
It's like it's crazy. Go watch it.
All right.
It's not it's more funny than it is scary, but
Mhm.
it's funny. Like it's
Gotcha.
and the character design, like they look like they're in big rubber suits. It's hilarious. I love that movie. Uh,
That's funny.
or something else, but I can't remember. I know you mentioned the thing.
I mentioned a
Uh,
bunch of stuff, man. I didn't want to add too much, but then I still feel like I did end up adding a whole bunch.
it was good. We got a lot out of it, man. Good. I'll watch Casper around this time too.
Cat,
Uh,
yeah, that's another one.
yeah, a lot. Classic.
Yeah,
Beetlejuice. I'll watch around this time. Like,
yeah, that's another one that I didn't add because I'm like, well,
yeah.
I don't want to add too much. The Shining is another one. Scream is
Scream.
another one I didn't mention. That yeah, like
Yeah.
Psycho,
Uh,
Uh,
but yeah,
yeah,
that's kind of like the big ones that just like when I think Halloween, that's
yeah.
like oh, here's one. Here's one I can't believe I'll watch Ernest Scared Stupid every year. Every year I'll watch Ernest Scared Stupid because I love those Ernest Halloween or holiday movies rather. I always love them. So even though they're dumb and not super like they're just stupid fun. Like they're
Yeah, I
not
mean,
scary at all.
I put stuff in my list that like was comedy horror. Like you can add as long as it has kind of like the element of like
Yeah.
Halloween horror in it. It's fine.
A lot of what you have on your list is what would also be like on my list too.
Cool, cool, cool. Yeah.
But I think that's gonna be a show here, man.
Alrighty, man. We did it, guys. We kind of we did it.
We're clocking in at 3 hours, man. Uh,
Alrighty.
let's do our shout outs. I'm gonna flop over to you.
Sounds good.
You're up, my friend.
All right. Well, thank you guys for watching this. Appreciate you guys, supporting us and checking out the all of our streams and podcasts and stuff. That's it for October. So hope you guys have a happy Halloween and the rest of your month. We'll see you guys next time, November, which will be on November 2nd. I'm not sure what that topic is going to be. We'll let you guys
Yeah,
know and whatnot. Just stay tuned and check out Josh's Twitter and my Discord and stuff. D&D tomorrow. Very
yeah,
excited about that. We haven't played in a little bit. Feels weird not having
yeah.
played last week,
Having to
but
get the work shit all worked out.
we're back at it tomorrow. So join us there. And yeah, I'm just gonna be playing some more Alan Wake on stream, so check that out. And I got a game given to me on the Keymailer that I'm gonna be trying out too. So
Oh, I got one too.
keep an eye out for that because I'm definitely gonna be checking that out.
Awesome.
Other than that, thank you everybody for watching the YouTubes and YouTube videos and watching the listening to the MP3 format of this
Yeah.
this show. as always, thank you guys for the support and everything. Yeah, see you guys later. Thank you for watching.
All right, guys. Again, thank you all for supporting us when we have a show. And if you're, I'm sure most of you are watching this on YouTube now because unfortunately the Twitch stream decided it wanted to be a piece of shit in the middle of recording this, so we cut that out. And I apologize to you guys for that. I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but it seems to only happen when we do Cantina. Like Daniel said, tomorrow we're doing D&D, so if you're seeing this or listening to this on the MP3, which should be up almost immediately after this, make sure to come and come by tomorrow and check that out. Hopefully, everything will work out fine. We'll see. As for what's coming up in the coming weeks, my schedule's very much in flux right now because I'm still getting used to my new job, and my schedule's really wonky. Like I'm not actually on the schedule yet. So once that all gets sorted out, I want to come back in and finish up Horizon and move on to some other stuff as well. There might be a stream, just random ass streams here and there with me just around when I have free time. So everybody have a good, safe Halloween, and we'll see you all next time. Bye bye.
See ya.